excited to shit on us.
Oh boy, are we live? We're live.
Are we live?
Oh, we're live.
Oh, we're doing it.
Oh, we're doing it.
Fuck.
Oh God,
Good?
we're still bumping uglies
Bumping
here.
chairs here, dude. What
We
the
are
fuck is
out
going
here,
on?
and Trot Golfer's first, folks. He's first. He got here first. Have a great show, fellas. We appreciate that.
Hey, how's it going?
Thank you, Trot Golfer. Oh, let me just make sure I'm not overdoing things here. Okay. All right. Whew. Here we are. We are out here at Weekopaw Golf Club.
Weekopaw Golf Club.
My goodness gracious! I gotta switch hands here. I gotta move the mouse over to this side.
There you go.
I gotta
Come
move
on,
the
Biff.
old-fashioned over to here.
Hey, cheers,
Oh, we
huh?
got let's cheers it up
We
here.
got something real
We got
special in this fucking
little
cup tonight. Let me tell
cheers
you.
from Trot. We
Oh.
got a let's go from good old Golfer HD.
Good.
Let's effing go.
Fucking go. Let's fucking go.
I've got the double press going on tonight. That's all right. It's a big show. Got some nerves, you know.
It's a big
if you're
show.
not nervous, then it's not worth it. You know what I mean?
Not even worth it.
Not. Is that Mickey Mouse?
Oh, no, it's fine.
Is this the X-rated version of Disney?
It's
What's
a
going on
new
here?
one. It's a new one.
Oh
We're
my
throwing
goodness,
it out
this
there
is
tonight.
Great.
I want to
All
forewarn
right.
the folks. We've
Yeah,
been
we're
off
gonna-
the sauce for a couple weeks.
We're gonna let some people join in here. I
that's
know
not the case
we're up to
tonight.
about 10, 12. All right, we're
Come on
we're
in.
getting up there.
I'm
All
on
right.
in. Get
I
comfortable.
know. Here we go.
Take your shirt off, swoosh around your head, spin like a helicopter. No, Caroline. Sorry.
Stick around a while, folks. Here we go. I am so pumped for this frickin' episode. I gotta switch it back again. This is just.
We're getting sitchy. What is that? Is that the mouse? You're so fucking high tech, dude.
Well, I gotta make sure that we get. Whenever there's comments by the audience, I gotta make sure that we're getting them up on the screen.
I gotta get. Look,
You
I
know?
got the shoe in there. Oh yeah, dude. Trying to get that J sponsor. Oh, big sleds on tonight.
I got the AJ ones, the turquoise.
I'm a 4 guy. They're big man slippers.
Yeah, I
you
like
know?
the fours. I got a couple pairs. I haven't rocked really other than the Masters episode. Remember when I rocked the white and green ones?
Well, they only released the 4s in the golf for a couple years there. I haven't seen a new one recently.
Yeah.
So, anywho,
Here we go. Well, let's get started, folks. Welcome back, everybody, to Pull Hook Golf, the podcast. I'm your host, Matt Cook. With me is our co-host, Butsy, and we've got one hell of a show tonight. I know I say that often, but tonight it really is. We're out here at Weekopaw Golf Club. This place is gorgeous.
oh, look
The
behind us.
backdrop scenery of 18 here. I don't know
That's fucking real.
which course is this. Saguaro or Choya? I don't know which one.
I
But-
think that's Saguaro.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
But it is an awesome finishing hole, par 5. You got some water in there as well. Sun setting here. I mean, it's actually a little bit romantic here, Butsy.
A little breeze.
Yeah,
What,
a little
88 degrees maybe?
You know what?
Not
I'll tell
like
you,
last
85.
week.
85.
Last week was like being on the fucking Amazon River, just getting attacked by bugs and trying to pretend that wasn't happening.
Yeah, I hope that doesn't happen tonight
Oh,
because I did a bunch of cleanup of all the equipment afterwards the next day. It was an absolute nightmare. It was like an infestation of mosquitoes.
I went to the hospital Wednesday morning and
Is
confirmed
that real?
dengue fever.
Oh, dang
That's right.
fever.
Dang
Yeah.
he.
Dang he. Now, folks, we also got to
not
give
real.
some credit to the makers of these wooden chairs.
Oh,
now,
that's right.
They're
No.
like rocking chairs, so we're going to try not
It's kind
to be rocking all night.
It's kind
And we're like bumping uglies here in the middle, if you can't tell. But that being said, the Amish made these.
These are Amish
That
made
is
chairs.
that is a real thing, by the
That's
way.
right.
It is not fake news.
No, it's not. Brother
No.
Jedediah got a little wooden burn stamp with his initials underneath it.
Yeah, it
Saw
was
that.
Incredible. Jedediah
Uh-huh.
Morgan left Liv Golf, went back to the Amish, and started making these chairs
Made
again.
these fucking
It
chairs
was
for us.
fantastic. Yeah,
Wow.
love that. So on
Very
tonight's
good.
episode, we've got. Oh God, I almost
A
had the
lot.
wrong episode. Jeez,
Bro, you sent these show notes over, and I looked at them, and I'm trying to do research, right, to make sure my shit's spot on. I gave up. It was like doing math. I mean, how long did it take you to type out the fucking notes?
couple hours.
It's like a book.
I
This
mean,
is a biop.
we come prepared, folks.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Now, we're gonna go over the biggest topic ever, which is the PGA Championship Recap.
Yes.
And I know there's a lot of people that want to get into the whole Xander Schauffele take. We'll be definitely diving into that. We've also got the upcoming Charles Schwab Challenge. which, that's a name change of sponsors. That's out there at Colonial Country Club, which is going to be awesome. And then we've got the Swanie style segment. And then we got a little PGA Tour PIF action towards the end of the episode. Maybe a little Twitter wars action as well. Absolutely love the haters out there. They're great.
It's good to be hated.
It really is. It's funny because I just enjoy it.
Same.
And I'm like, there was this one guy today. I was just like making him do everything I wanted. Like just the engagement just keeps going up and up and up and up and up. And I'm just like, dance, monkey, dance.
And they don't realize that.
They don't. They don't get it.
This is a dark
they think
positive.
they're like, oh, I'm really getting him today. All my buddies
What's
are
up,
going
boys?
to love that. How we doing?
How do we
Okay.
play? What's wrong with your nose? Oh, fuck.
Oh,
He didn't punch
no.
you or something because you didn't pay him?
Yep.
All right.
See, we got some players over here at Weeko Paw. One guy's got a bloody nose, got punched in the face on the
No, he
18th.
did not.
You hate to see it. You hate to see it. I mean, you got to pay up. You got to pay up, or else that happens to the best of us. So here we go, folks. We've got a little announcement here from Swannies. So we've got a contest going on. Just launched yesterday. Swannies Golf. See you, boys. And on top of
Be safe,
that,
boys.
all you got to do is go on to Instagram. It's very simple, the rules. You got to go on Instagram. You got to follow Pull Hook Golf. You got to follow Swannies. And you got to tag your four. Looks like we're going to have a little bit of internet stuff going
Saw
on
that.
tonight. Yeah,
Yeah, we had
that's
the
all right.
circle of death.
It's okay. It's okay.
Fuck it.
But with that said, go over to Instagram, become part of the contest. There's over $250 worth of gear from head to toe. I mean, you got a layer that you could get. You got the polo. You got the shorts. You got the hat. So $250 worth of gear.
Pull that one back out real quick.
Oh, yeah.
What do we
This
got
is
there?
a little pullover in case I get a little bit,
Damn. Look
you
at
know, just
that.
and I just got a notification that somebody just went on and became part of the contest. So
There you
it's
go.
been blowing up today and yesterday started it. So definitely go on there. And once again, folks, if you're going to go to Swannies Golf, utilize promo code PullHookGolf25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at swannies.co. Let's get into it.
Come on!
PGA recap. Here we go. And we got to start it with the arrest heard around the world.
Ain't no but gangster part. Chef. What the
Oh,
actual.
my God.
Did you?
Go ahead.
I saw that at like 6:30, 7 o'clock. Like,
Dude,
okay, hang on.
Funny
Who sent me
story.
like I was barely awake. What is this?
funny story.
No
So
fucking way.
I woke up at 6 a.m. because I got to get into the personal trainer at 7 a.m.
You
right?
big on the trainer?
I go twice a week because
No.
I sit in a chair pretty much all day long every day working on podcast stuff. So I'm just like, you know what? I got to at least get into the gym twice a week. So I do. I go in twice a week. It's great. But when I went in, all of a sudden, like I woke up and I popped up. It's a bad habit.
Popped a
To like,
Zan?
no, popped up
Oh.
fucking Twitter, popped up Instagram, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? I'm seeing Scotty Scheffler arrested. I thought it was a joke. And this was on Friday. So Friday, it all goes down, right? Then I see a mugshot of Scotty Scheffler. And I swear to God, I thought it was Photoshopped. I'm like, oh, that's really funny. Like somebody's hitting the memes and everything. No, that was his actual goddamn
It's
mugshot.
that hard. Like, out of everybody in the world of professional golf, that is the last motherfucker that you would see getting arrested, right? Like,
I almost called you
Come
to
on.
do a
verification?
yeah, right.
Like,
I almost called you to do an emergency pod because Kevin Streelman,
oh,
I saw him that morning and he goes, Matt, you got to do an emergency pod. You got to get it. You got to get it. I'm like, I don't really like. We're not really emergency pod guys though. Like we come in prepared.
no,
like-
we need, we
Yeah.
need to settle in, have some. I mean, I would have done it. I would have done it just to
I
let you know.
I would have too. We probably should have, but
we need
we get to do it now.
some parameters for that going forward. If something like that happens, we have it's like a fire escape directions, right?
So
okay.
if I text
ER
you,
pod.
Scheffler arrested 911, We do
then
emergency
yeah,
alert.
like a code. Yeah, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Boom, shower, dress, let's go.
I like
time.
that.
Cool.
I like that a lot.
I like it too. It's good
So
for the
moving-
world.
Moving forward, expect it. Now, as I mentioned, Scotty Scheffler gets arrested Friday morning. This cop apparently attached him to his car. So one cop. So this is the story that I've gotten from multiple people now because I had it wrong. Like I did as soon as I got done with the gym, rushed home. Did a quick green screen deal on Instagram where I'm like, Scotty Scheffler gets arrested, not fake news, blah blah blah. And all of a sudden I'm like, I mentioned because I saw at the time people were like, but they're dropping the charges. So I just ran with that thinking that was factual.
It's
As soon
bullshit,
as
yeah.
I found out that it was not factual, I recanted that by adding a comment to that particular reel, and I'm like, son of a gun, he is not released.
What kind of a super cop did Scotty draw a bad card on? We got Derek Chauvin's brother here, or what? Like, this is a bad deal.
It's a bad look on Louisville. It's Louisville. It's not Louisville. It's Louisville.
The most
So-
God-fearing, innocent man, supposedly, on the planet. Yeah. I don't know. There might be some conspiracy to this. Something might come out.
So Trot Golfer he goes, we the people are demanding the body camera footage. There was none. So this guy apparently was not wearing they do not have the body camera for us to see, look at, or anything along those lines. So
That's super sus.
really suspect. Seemed like this guy just got on his hopper. Like I've seen photos of this guy now. Like I threw it out there to the
The
Twitter
actual
sphere,
cop?
and they our Twitter audience actually found
This guy's going to get fucking fired.
the cop's name, his photo, and he just looks like, I am better than you. I rule the world, and you obey me, bitch.
A lot of pomade in the hair, I'm
Yeah.
sure.
It's it's a tough look for Louisville.
Oh, man. You can't fucking arrest Scotty Scheffler. I mean,
No.
that's a...
He's a God-fearing man.
Yeah, that police department made bogey that morning.
It's just ridiculous, but his court date was supposed to be today, ends up getting postponed to June 3rd. Fantastic for Scotty Scheffler, I guess, because he's participating this week, which we'll get into that a little bit later on. But, man, he goes out there on Friday after being arrested. Said he was doing some work, his prep, his little stretching and everything in the jail cell.
What time did he get arrested? Like, so this, and I know we're going
It
to
was
get in.
6 a.m., I think.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're going to get into the effect this had on him. But how much time from when he got arrested, like, till he had to be at the tee? I mean, this cut into what he was doing. And obviously, you can only work through paperwork and find out who you are. And then, okay, fuck, we're sorry to let you go and you're going to make it. Like, how much time went by? Do we know?
Couple hours because he was getting in, I think, around 6 a.m.
They
And
arrested
then
him.
they got lucky because there was a rain delay, right?
If that
So
doesn't happen.
he misses his tee time.
Oh, can you imagine if that would happen?
I'm surprised there weren't a bunch of live trolls that were like, PGA Tour did it on purpose to, like,
Well, that's what I meant conspiracy-wise. Like,
Yeah.
there's something
that,
behind
well,
it.
or the fact that PGA Tour calls a rain delay so Scotty Scheffler can make it back for his fucking tee time. Because that golf course really took on a lot of water. They have drains in the fairways. Like, they were prepared for this thing. So, I don't know, man, but Scotty Scheffler, not only did he have to deal with the adrenaline Friday, which when the adrenaline's there, that's great. But when the adrenaline wears off and you got to sleep on that you got arrested for the first time in your life as a God-fearing man like Scotty Scheffler.
Right. It's not good.
Do you think it's weird to wonder if he has any other sexual position than missionary?
I think if you zoom in close enough to him when he started his warm-up Friday, you will find that his butt cheeks are shaped identical to the corner of the jail cell. There was nobody getting that ass. Scotty was locked
He
and
was
loaded.
backed up against the wall.
Yeah, like the water hadn't quite dissipated yet. His butt cheeks were literally formed to the corner.
You gotta love it.
Yeah.
So Scotty Scheffler, I think we confirmed missionary is what they do.
Yeah.
I don't think they've ever seen another position.
I don't think he soaks.
We're soaking
It's
right
for the
now.
Latter-day Saints.
Yeah, you got to have a buddy who's underneath just kicking that.
All right,
Kicking
now
that
you come in and
mattress.
shake the bed.
You got to have a bunk bed though.
Anywho.
Anywho, We got off track. Got off track. That's gonna happen.
Shit.
It's his first couple drinks in how many weeks?
I mean, we're making a big deal out of this. It's been 15 days. Yeah.
15 days.
You know,
It's a long time, folks. It's a long goddamn time.
It is.
Okay?
It is in this world.
So the other thing that happens to Scotty Scheffler. So Scotty Scheffler not only gets screwed over, okay, but he ends up going out Saturday, and he doesn't even have his goddamn caddy. Like,
oh yeah, he's at a graduation. Or
Yeah,
some shit.
Teddy decides and tells him beforehand, hey, it's my kid's graduation. Is it okay if I go? Scotty Scheffler, being the great guy that he is like, yeah, you go to your kid's
PGA
graduation.
Championship. Don't worry about it.
Don't
bud.
worry about it. There's a pastor that is apparently on tour, and Scotty was like, hey, man, I guess he used to play college golf.
Now,
He's
hang on
like,
a sec.
so I thought for sure that having Jesus on his side, that he was going to go out there and have a magical Saturday. And granted, Trot Golfer throws in that it was, according to Scotty, his time in jail was a magical time, which is great to know.
A magical time.
Magical. So Scotty Scheffler, I fucking love this. I love the audience interaction too. Jesus, because of the internet connection, it just keeps popping it back up, and I got to shut it down. Pop it.
How
back
many
up.
air swings do you think Scotty made in the cell? Like just waiting to figure out if he's going to get out of there.
Quite a few. I
For
would
sure,
imagine.
he did though, right? Like
Oh,
at least.
absolutely. It was getting warm in there.
Yeah.
So doing his exercises
Grabbing bars,
and
stretching.
everything. And here's the thing: Jesus, even being on his side, could not overcome Saturday's golf round.
No.
He was absolutely terrible out there. Very, very difficult to deal with. And Golfer HD says that the X feed is unstable. Coincidence or conspiracy? I'm going to tell you what. I think it's the Liv trolls coming after
Yeah,
us,
you
Golfer
guys.
HD. I think it is. You hate to see it.
Hackers.
Yeah, absolute hackers
That's
out
bullshit.
there just hacking into the Twitter fear. But with that said, now, Scotty Scheffler, his old caddy, and here's the thing. I learned about this on an earlier episode of Pull Hook Golf.
Who was
So,
his old caddy?
His old caddy was Scott McGinnis, okay? Scott McGinnis is now the caddy for Mito Pereira, but we had a very candid conversation on this podcast. He was drinking a little bit. We got him to open up, and he really didn't want to talk about Scotty Scheffler and his time with him. But then Bobby Brown did a great job, obviously being another caddy, of opening him up a little bit. And we got out of him that Scotty Scheffler is a very difficult bag, okay? Scotty Scheffler demands a lot of information all the time. Very needy, very difficult as a bag.
Has no on-course brain for himself.
Yeah, so without Ted Scott, I mean, we just learned how great Ted Scott really is for Scotty Scheffler.
Ted's been playing a video game this whole time.
Ted's also been
I point
a
you,
guy
I
that
shoot you.
He had to deal with Bubba Watson. I mean, that was a tough bag.
And I heard Bubba's a dick.
Dealing with Scotty Scheffler, I'm not going to comment on it. Scotty Scheffler, also a very difficult bag. So without Ted Scott, without good old Teddy, they just, everything fell apart for Scotty Scheffler on Saturday. Absolutely fell apart.
What did he
I've
shoot
never
Saturday?
seen him play that badly in such a small stretch.
What did he shoot?
Shot like 2 or 3 over.
Okay.
But the point of that was that he had, I believe, a triple and 2 doubles.
Scotty needs Ted.
It was ridiculous.
Can't do it himself.
Yeah,
Is that where we're going with this?
that's where we're going with this. He needs Ted Scott.
He has no brain. He needs somebody to
Needs Teddy.
captain his ship.
Yeah, he's like
Okay.
he's like a little kid. He needs a teddy bear. So, there you
The
go.
whole fucking thing is hilarious.
Look at that. You're getting all the credit here, Butsy. Butsy once again. Honey, you gotta love that.
I mean, if a player gets to the point, whether real life or not, that you're a requirement, I mean, good on Ted, dude. That's
Yeah.
salesmanship 101. He is so think for yourself. It's weird.
Oh, here we go. We got a Jack Ferruzzo who's here in person. Good old
Jack!
Jack. Don't break the microphone, Putsy. But Jack's
Sorry.
here. Him and his boys are at the table
They're
across from
sitting
us.
right behind us here
Love that. Appreciate you, Jack.
in all the gin
right.
joints.
Yeah. All righty. So the other thing that I want to talk about is Scotty Scheffler obviously comes back Sunday once Ted's back on the bag, plays a fantastic round of golf, ends up finishing in the top 20, like Scotty Scheffler doing Scotty Scheffler things, right?
I am going to go ahead and posit that Scotty is not going to let Ted do another single fucking thing if he asks for relief during a major. Funeral, graduation. Sorry, dude. It's going to have to wait till after because we sucked a fat one.
I think this is how it's going to go. Hey, Scotty, can I go to my father's funeral? Fuck you. Absolutely not. You know what happened the last time. Jesus did not protect me.
Go dig him up on Wednesday and do your own thing. We need you here.
Definitely. 100%. Then we got to move on from Scotty Scheffler. I'm going to keep getting into that, but Butch Harmon goes off on the ESPN broadcast. Did you see that?
I didn't know that Butch Harmon was still alive, to be honest with you.
He's the greatest golf coach in the
I
world.
know he
He's
is,
been
but I
working with
thought-
Rory McIlroy.
Dude, see, this is like, what's that effect where it's like the Berenstein Bears thing? The effect
Oh,
where
it's the it's the
I literally thought I saw something where like Butch died and he was inducted into the Golf Hall of Fame. Anyways, he's still with us. So what did he say?
So he said that ESPN is basically now, he's like, did ESPN turn into a betting network? Because he hated all the Bet ESPN stuff.
Yes,
Got
Butch.
real bitter.
Actually, it did.
Yeah.
ESPN bet.
It is ESPN Bet.
They are tied at the hip.
And that's a lot of money coming into ESPN. I mean, those sports books make a ton of money. I didn't mind it, but I know where Butch was going with it, that there was too much tied around odds and everything like that. Another little comment from Jack here. University of Texas runs the PGA, pretty much. I mean, between Jordan Spieth, Scotty Scheffler, who else? Jesus, there's a bunch of Longhorns out there.
Crenshaw?
Oh, good old Crenshaw. Is he? I don't think Crenshaw's still alive. Didn't he?
That's another one.
Yeah.
Is Ben Crenshaw still alive?
Okay. All right. Fair enough.
That's amazing.
That's fantastic news. You can't hear it on the podcast, but Butsy heard him.
Well, we're getting some action from about 45 yards away here on the patio from some boys that look like they had a pretty good time today.
I
So,
mean,
Jack, thank you.
I'm really appreciative of them right now. The okay, that was the Butch Harmon take. Now, the course took some shots. The actual golf course.
Can we just back up
took
one
some
sec,
shots.
Maddie,
Yeah.
to the Butch Harmon thing? And this is the last thing I'm going to say about it.
Sure, go ahead.
It irritates me that everybody that ever worked with Tiger Woods has been put on some sort of a political pedestal where now, because they worked with Tiger, they are a force and a beacon of hope and a voice in the golf community. And we're
I
even
gotta
talking.
disagree, though. He's the greatest coach of all time.
Why?
Because
Tiger?
no, because of everybody. Look what he did for Dustin Johnson.
What did he do
Dustin-
for Dustin Johnson?
Everything. That's why Dustin Johnson was winning before ever Claude.
Well, this is why I brought it up. See, you're
Yeah.
more versed. Okay.
Listen,
Fuck Butch Harmon. Just kidding.
no, you can't say it.
I
Butch Harmon is the legend. Thank you, gentlemen. Appreciate you guys.
hope you guys got a ride.
Little cart barn guys here. We got chug contest with the fellas. Oh boy,
Kyle brought
that
this
was
up
last
earlier.
week.
He wants us
We're
to
gonna-
do a chug.
I don't think we can do a chug off.
I am not doing a double Tito's transfusion chug with you.
And I'm almost done with my old fashioned.
We do have
we
a whole
do
bucket
have
full of
some those,
Nooners.
but those are the seltzers hurt, man. They hurt. Oh, can I get one more? One more old fashioned, please. Actually, make it a Manhattan. That'd be fantastic if they're still
Are they
in
closing
there.
out? I'll do one more of these and see if we ever make it to the Nooners because I'm already starting to slur the old Skabshka.
You gotta love it. Mid show, let's get some more drinks going.
Anyways. Sorry, Maddie.
Anyways,
I
so
just
let's go to the course because the course took some shots on social media. There were a lot of haters out there that were like, Valhalla sucks. This is it's like watching a normal PGA Tour event. I thought the complete opposite. I thought it was awesome. Like, I really, really enjoyed Valhalla.
who hated on the golf course?
Oh my gosh!
And why?
Well, let me tell you, couple live
Fucking
trolls.
nerds that don't know shit.
Couple live trolls did, and then I also saw like there wasn't nearly as many on the PGA side of things that people like. I don't know, man. It rubbed me the wrong way because
I can't even
that
believe
was
that's
an
a
awesome
thing.
golf tournament.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I thought that it was very well run. The course was in great shape. It was soft. So if you were
It rewarded
ball
impeccable
striker-
ball. Yep,
Yep.
I was just gonna say it rewarded impeccable ball striking.
And honestly, that played right into the hands of Xander Schauffele, which we'll get into. But once again, it was designed by Jack Nicklaus. This course, though, there were a few holes that you actually had to hit a little bit of a draw. So it actually worked out for a lot of the guys that don't hit just fades, hence Bryson DeChambeau, which we'll be getting into in a
doesn't hit
little
fades.
bit. He hits only draws.
Oh.
So we'll talk about that.
I like that.
But yes, there were two major championship course records out there. One being Xander Schauffele, the other being Shane Lowry. People were shitting on Shane Lowry because they're like, how does Shane Lowry get the course record of a major championship? This course is way too easy. So it wasn't just enough that Xander did it, but then Shane Lowry does it a couple days later, and all of a sudden there's all this chaos about it. I didn't understand that in the least. Didn't appreciate it.
You don't know golf if you're saying something like
Exactly.
that. Shane Lowry's one of the best fucking players in the world. He got hot for a day, and he's capable of the number that he put up.
Exactly.
He fucking played incredible. It has nothing to do with the severity of the. You guys are fucking retards. What else do you want to say? It's fucking retarded. You guys are dumb. These people probably, and the same guys that are saying that probably know nothing about the
Nothing.
golf course.
Nothing.
They couldn't tell you what hole 4, 5, and 6 are. They're just
They know
like,
nothing
"Yeah,
about the history of the golf course or
Lowry, man,
anything.
No way. He's got a belly. There's no fucking way. You fucking idiot
Some of them
retards.
said you got to give them an asterisk for the course record of 62,
No.
and it's just like no, like everybody was playing the same damn golf course. Yeah,
Go back to your
it played a
shanties.
little bit easier because it was soft, but that goes to show you how great of ball strikers these guys are nowadays and how much they know their numbers. I was talking to a couple golf instructors actually, and inside with my personal trainer and so forth. We were talking about it as well.
Back to the
And I'm
trainer.
like, I was like, these guys are so good now because they know their numbers so damn well. From TrackMan to Foresight to Full Swing. Like, when you have launch monitors that give you the exact yardages and you even have, like, what your ball flight is doing to
Yeah.
where, like, are you trying to keep it lower? Like, you can actually measure that in feet now. It's like they know what they're doing out there.
I mean, sorry. We're just trying to suck the fucking teat off this cocktail here. I apologize. Look, if if you've ever played, if you've ever played with a tour player or somebody of that caliber, and this runs the gamut for all of them. If somebody gets hot, they're absolutely, it doesn't matter what the golf course is, they're capable of going fucking deep. Like,
They are.
blaming the golf course because Shane Lowry played good is fucking crazy.
Trot, I don't know what the do they is in reference to.
What's that?
So he put in there do they question mark. You're gonna have to explain that one.
Do they
But
what?
what I will say is this: that when it comes to players being at this super high level, I was talking to a caddy out here in Arizona that caddies for pros, and he was telling me that Charlie Belgian,
Oh,
of
yeah.
all people, right? He's out here in Arizona, and he's like, we went out and played, and he goes,
Big drinker.
he shot the smoothest, careless 66 you'd ever see. And it's just like, yeah, these guys are that freaking good.
Yeah, they're that good.
So I take nothing away. I just think golf is at such a high expertise right now that it is going to be tough for people unless you are gaining that perfect consistency in your game. You're just not going to win. And that goes to our take on Xander effing Schauffele. Okay? His middle name is F-U to the C to the K because, yeah, that's right. He absolutely fucked me. And
No, he didn't.
no, he didn't. Here's the thing.
No, he didn't.
No, and I'm actually really, really proud of Xander and really happy for him because Bobby, who was on previously as a co-host, right? Bobby Brown, the caddy, he is good buddies with Xander and those guys out there in San Diego, and he's only said the nicest of things about Xander Schauffele. And we used to talk last year about the fact. Can you
Cheers.
grab me one of those? Because I'm out too.
Here, take this one. Let me be your tour guide.
I love that. Thank you. I'm just gonna.
Throw it. I don't know. No, don't do that. We're on the res right now.
Yeah,
we got
really,
fucking,
it's just really difficult right now to put this.
I just Just fucking clean it up later. Throw that.
I almost threw it. I almost fucking
throw
threw
the
it.
fire pit over there, which, by the way, is beautiful.
So, Xander, really proud of you, man, because we were wondering last year, we're like, why can't he get the job done? Like, his game is so good. There were really no weaknesses. This year, I feel like it was a little bit different. His putter has been a weakness. Now, for anybody, by the way, who wants to be like, that was a terrible take, that was god-awful, in terms like, I wasn't so concerned about
It's
the
based on
odds.
historical data.
That's
the only
entire
thing we have to go off. And there's a guy. Did you see the comment that I threw back at this guy that said it was a terrible take? Did you see
No,
what I said?
I did not.
And I think you'll like this. I liked it after I said it. I don't even know if I articulated it correctly, but I said, well, here's the deal, bro. Unfortunately, we don't come from the future. We come from the past. And if you're going to run out what the guy has done over the last few years, then we're making an educated guess based on that. That's it. It's not, and I think people get personal with it. They're like, oh, you don't like Xander.
Yeah, and that wasn't it at
It has
all.
nothing to do with that.
And what was funny
I hope he
is,
fucking wins.
when I build out these show notes, I put in the odds, but I don't pay attention to them, right? So when we were live and all of a sudden we're going down through the list and I see Xander Schauffele third at plus 1,400, I'm thinking to myself, what the hell? Like, why is he third? Aren't that, like, Brooks Koepka came to mind immediately. So, like, that was the one guy that I'm like, he should be ahead of him because he's a closer. Won last year. He's won on Liv. He won the last Liv tournament coming into the PGA Championship. I'm like, he's got to be the guy that is ahead of Xander Schauffele. Now, Xander was coming in playing very consistent. So, it wasn't on the odds being so off from him finishing in the top 20. It was, is he going to win this golf tournament?
Right.
I feel like you're having a seizure over there.
What are you talking about? What's funny?
If people can watch right now, Butsy is rocking his chair
No, I'm
back
not.
and forth with authority.
I'm 100% stable.
Absolute authority.
Just touching out the
it's
fucking
hilarious.
Amish quality of this chair.
I
That's
mean, the Amish did make a very
Sorry.
solid chair. All right, getting back to Xander Schauffele. Jeez, man. Now, Xander, with this, by the way, everybody, so both Nance and Immelman brought it up during the broadcast. I've had to repeat that to people on social media. Like, this is a thing. Then, Xander Schauffele, after the win, even said this. He goes, all those close calls for me, and even last week, that sort of feeling, it gets you at some point. It just makes this even sweeter. So he knew, and and I feel like he'd been working with a mental coach because he was in a position where he said after the round, I kept telling myself, you can do this. You are this good. Like, he was giving himself affirmations that normally, like, a mental coach is going to work with you on.
Okay.
What was your opinion of Xander beforehand, and now what do you think of him?
We went through this last week when we were, I'm going to try to say a big word, pontificating.
That's a great word.
About, his ability to close and where he stood in the odds and blah, blah, blah. And we were going off historical data. And as of that timing, it looks like he can't close. And I think we pretty much said this. We said, we'll see. And boom, tournament starts, lights it on fire as he has many times in the past. Will he close? And he got the fucking monkey off his back. Like, good. Like, now, if you ask me if Xander's going to win, I think absolutely. Like, I think now it's on kind of deal. Like,
yeah.
He crossed a threshold for himself.
Somebody called me out for saying I don't think he's going to get the camel off of his back. Apparently it's monkey. So,
well, what the fuck ever? Who cares what kind of animal it is?
So-
It's all relative. It means the same thing.
he got the monkey off of his back, okay? Xander is one of the best players in the world. There's no doubt about that. I'm very proud that he proved us wrong, that he closed out that golf tournament. Xander knew that he was having issues closing out golf tournaments. Trevor Immelman, as well as Jim Nance, knew that he was having issues closing it out, and that was a storyline. So it's not like we were jumping some great type of thing and just being idiots. No, we're following what the trend really was. And by the way, data backs it up. So I looked afterwards. I'm like, all right, am I insane? Like, we're getting beat up from like round number 1 because he shoots 62. Are
Right.
we absolutely insane?
what do you think?
I was just going off of the eyeball test and what I've seen over the past 2 years from Xander Schauffele. And here's the thing. Before the PGA Championship, he was ranked 50th on tour in final round scoring average. His scoring average was 69.18.
Yeah.
So, yes, he had a very difficult time closing out golf tournaments. That's why he had so many top 20s throughout the past 2 years. And the other thing is, too, he's now currently 24th because he shot a 65. Okay, so that goes to show you how much it dropped. He's now down to a 68.83 for final round scoring average.
There you go.
So, and by the way, Xander Schauffele, I don't think he got enough credit for how well his ball striking was all week.
Oh no, the golf course was too easy, man. Oh no, it was too easy. Yeah,
Here was his.
he didn't play good. The
get
golf course
this.
was just so simple.
Get this. What's crazy,
Fucking
Xander hit
retards.
14 out of 18 greens in
I
regulation
saw
in
these
round
stats.
1.
16.
16 for 18
Yeah.
in round 2, 16 for 18 in round 3, and 14 for 18 in round 4.
This is just fucking unbelievable. Like,
It's unreal what he was able to do, and I don't think people are giving him enough credit
No.
for how well he was at ball striking. Now,
know-
if he was struggling with putting, real quick, if he was struggling with putting, right, in final rounds especially, ball striking helped him immensely, and he missed a lot of putts. He was absolutely
boys.
dropping in just absolute beautiful approach shots. He was just crushing it, and he was flag hunting. I've called him out in the past months, last year, that he gets it stuck in neutral. He goes for too many
What do you
center of
mean
the
neutral?
greens. Too much going
Not
after
aggressive enough.
Yeah, not aggressive
Gotcha.
in a final round to where you have to go out there and win it. You can't just hang on the PGA Tour.
And hope for the
and
best.
he did that this week. That's the key. He did that this week. And, again, I couldn't be any more proud of Xander Schauffele. He absolutely killed it, man.
And if you're going to say the camel on his back, I would kind of revert to camel toe, and then I would fast forward to
What about elephant?
moose knuckle. Xander has one of the worst moose knuckles out of anybody on tour. If you zoom in to some post-round coverage, I don't know what kind of underwear this guy is wearing, but I zoomed in several times, and I was like, oh, my God, like, what's going on? How's he doing anything? I mean, his package is just getting raped by whatever underclothes he's got on. I don't know.
I
who
don't
he's-
know if I noticed that.
I did. It's something I look for in all the players. It's
Wow.
something I look at. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, because
Look-
that's comfortability.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I love the plates in pants. You're not going to see a moose knuckle.
No, and his is just gripping the grain. Like this
Yeah.
thing is tiled in. So,
Man.
anyways, there's a local
that.
pro.
Oh.
Local pro, Andrew McGee. I don't really want to give him a
I
shout
love
out.
Andrew McGee.
God, he's a piece of fuck. He really is just a giant piece of fuck. But
I liked him growing up as a kid. I don't know him. Never met him.
oh yeah, I got some funny videos of him. I won't share, but he talks about Scheffler being steep, and then he goes to Xander and he talks about steep, and you got everybody these days. Everybody's on
Gotta get
YouTube.
shallow.
Yeah, how to shallow. Oh
Gotta
God,
get
you got to
shallow.
shallow the club. The one thing he said that I liked was, and I agree with, Xander is just as good, if not better, a ball striker than Scotty Scheffler. Whew.
I don't think the data backs that up, though.
I mean,
I'm going to have to look into that because I don't know.
does the data not back it up, or does the putter not back it up? Like
Well,
that's,
Scotty Scheffler's putter's worse than Xander's.
I mean,
Xander
it
actually
hasn't
makes
been
putts.
for a year now, like or 8 months. Like, I don't know. Anyways,
Yeah, we're going to have to I'll look into that for next week's show. That's pretty good. I like that.
that's what I kind of wanted to mention. That I don't want to give that guy a shout out because he
You just did.
well he absolutely berates me every time I post anything on Instagram. It's always a fat joke.
Really?
Yeah, no, it's he's actually very funny. Yeah.
Wow.
So, anyways, carry on.
Yeah. Runner up, Bryson DeChambeau.
Bryson Day slam butts.
We got to talk about it, man, because you know what? Bryson has arrived. And he arrived at the Masters, but, like, that was really the first time that I saw him, and then he faded, obviously. But in this golf tournament, he was not only entertaining, he was a competitor, he was mature. Did you see where he threw the ball into the crowd to the kid?
I love it.
Go ahead, get this. You
I
got
have an
this.
opinion on this. Like, he did that knowing that there's publicity behind the purity of calling the ball back and giving it to the kid.
No, you know what?
I
No,
think
it was
he
in
did
the
that knowingly.
I don't think so, because that was in the middle of competition. He was dead nuts serious too, and he made sure that the guy came over.
And that guy came running back. Did you see the guy was already out of the area?
Bryson was pissed.
The guy was gone.
Bryson was pissed. And here's the thing: I've been tough on Bryson in the past because of all the past transgressions that he had on the PGA Tour. Heard it from numerous caddies. I still hear it from caddies that are like, "Oh, he was such a piece of shit."
Imagine intercepting a ball from a little kid knowingly and then running off with it.
Yeah, and
Like
so
a real turd fucking piece of shit.
Bryson did the right thing there, but that was in the heat of competition. So I don't think he was doing it for the cameras. I was very skeptical when he started doing all the YouTube stuff and started getting
Why?
onto Bob Does Sports, because I could tell
He likes it.
and Paige Sporanic. No, I felt like it was a PR move that they're trying to change his image.
Oh,
right?
I see what you mean.
And so it was definitely they were definitely paying for him to be on some of these shows.
Yeah.
And I got that, and I understood it, and I'm like, okay, cool. But is he really a changed person? And that's where now I'm convinced that he is. That move, because the Bryson previously, in the middle of competition, would have said fuck you to the kid and just kept moving on
Yeah,
and
you
wouldn't
yeah,
have cared.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
He didn't know that there was a camera
He's a
behind
changed
him.
man.
He's a changed man. He's matured, man, and it's cool to see.
He's
'Cause
figured
I love
it out.
seeing people go from being immature, they're assholes, whatever, and then they mature, and then you appreciate them more.
Well, that previous Bryson was what everybody hated, and players alike, right? You're a super nerd. You don't get it. You're not quite with it. And now maybe he's like, okay,
He didn't treat people right.
right.
The
like
people
okay,
at Cobra,
I'm
he
starting
treated
to-
like shit.
Yeah.
The R&D guy, he treated like shit. And I've heard this firsthand from the people over at Cobra. So I'm like, man, that's a tough look, right? And that's not that long ago. But the one thing I will say too is that he had a great role model in his dad. Everybody on the PGA Tour loved his dad. His dad
Why?
was a class act.
Okay.
Just a funny guy that everybody loved. He you put him in a room and he was the guy, right?
I didn't know
and
that.
just everybody beloved him.
Charisma.
Everybody. Even as much as all the caddies and everybody couldn't stand Bryson, they still loved his dad.
Got you.
So he had a great role model in that. And again, is Bryson, I'm going to ask you this because I want your opinion as an influencer,
don't
a
know
golf
if you do.
influencer.
Go ahead.
Do you think Bryson is now the needle mover in golf?
No. No. I think that there's no needle movers, and somebody like him stepping up to fill the spot, I think that's the best of what we got right now. I don't think it's the best, but if there was a guy, I guess, that is involved with everybody and speaking to the common man and doing all the bullshit, and yeah, maybe he's starting to win some people over.
I'm with you.
Yeah.
I'm with you. I don't think he is moving the needle.
I still think anybody
right
else is
now.
doing it. I don't think anybody else is giving a fuck enough to spend the time doing it like he is.
Well, the follow-up question is, who's bigger right now than Bryson?
I mean, it depends on who you ask. It depends on who you ask. If somebody is talking about, hey, I'm on social media and I want to watch the most hyped up person that I can that comes across my feed, he's involved in more shit and he's up there and he's more seen. From a playing perspective, I don't know. I still go back to a Joaquin, somebody like that. It depends on what you're looking for. Are you looking for the public outlet where you're in the public eye and you're doing all this other shit and you're seen? Bryson. He's
Okay.
making a concerted effort for sure to be involved in everything that he possibly can. I mean, he's doing the long drive thing still, giving those guys credibility, which, Jesus Christ. But, yeah.
And that
I
leads
fucking hate long
right
drive.
into the next commentary around Liv Golf at the PGA Championship.
Oh,
and
yes.
the fact that a lot of these Liv Golf fan accounts have really taken on because they feel like Taylor Gooch has been screwed by the man, that he hasn't been accepted and brought into these major championships with an exemption or anything along those lines. Well, that's the wrong person to get behind, in my opinion.
I agree.
Because
I agree.
that guy, like Taylor Gooch, as good of a golfer as he is, never won on U.S. soil, has not competed well in major championships. Like, guys, do your effing research and understand who Taylor Gooch is. And here's the thing. Bryson is a much better person to get behind. Him, Brooks.
Agree.
And I would say that those two guys, him and Brooks, Bryson and Brooks, are the two guys to get behind as Liv Golf accounts. And if you're going to seem intelligent, right? Dean Burmester is actually the guy who is playing really, really well right now and was in contention over the weekend at the PGA Championship. I feel like he could be another guy that you could really get behind that doesn't get as much attention as these other guys. So you could really support him. But the whole Taylor Gooch thing, I get why they're trying to get behind him, but it's just unintelligent.
All of the Taylor Gooch media and everything that he's doing, it all spirals down, and it equals little baby back bitch, and that's kind of where I'm at on the Taylor Gooch thing. You're just kind of a whiny, like, I don't know. I'm just out on.
Well,
that.
he's shown his true colors.
Yeah, you're just
through
a
his
bitch.
whininess and everything. And here's the crazy thing, that he's been on the most amount of Liv Golf teams so far. He was on the 4 Aces to begin with. 4 Aces wanted nothing to do with him, got rid of him. Goes over to the Range Goats. Then he gets traded for one of the worst players on Liv
And
Golf.
why is that?
At the end of the year. So I didn't know. And that's the thing. I don't know Taylor Gooch, but I interacted with the Range Coach social media,
Yeah.
and I was like, how do you trade the best player in Liv Golf for literally one of the worst? And, like, they were coy about it. And then I threw out there, I go, are you saying that Taylor Gooch peaked and is no longer, like, relevant or something along those lines?
And you don't like being around him.
And they literally said yes, and they liked the comment.
Oh,
I'm like, oh, shit. Okay, so
there it is.
I'm like, there you have it, folks. So Taylor Gooch, not the guy you want to get behind as a Liv Golf fan account, as a troll, whatever you are. That's not the guy.
Last name's
Get
Gooch.
behind the other guys.
Lives up to the Gooch.
All right, let's go through a quick leaderboard rundown of the PGA Championship. Victor Hovland. This was, in my opinion, the best story of the PGA Championship, outside of obviously Xander Schauffele winning, outside of Scotty Scheffler getting arrested, outside of Bryson DeChambeau really becoming a fan favorite.
A lot of action.
It's actually a lot of extras.
A lot of shit.
But Victor Hovland finishes third. He had a chance to tie with Bryson for second place. Missed the birdie putt, and then he was just out of it. Missed the comebacker, and finished third at 18 under. So 3 shots back of the winner, 2 shots back of Bryson. But he almost WD'd before the PGA Championship. That's how bad his play was leading into the PGA Championship. Went back to his instructor Mayo, and because he had, after last year's win, he wanted to revamp his golf swing. It's the dumbest thing that pros do. They want to revamp their golf swing because they're searching for perfection.
Got to blame it on something.
There's no perfection in
that.
golf. And so for Victor, he went back, they worked on his old mechanics, and we saw what happened. All of a sudden, Victor Hovland had a chance to win the PGA Championship, which is a lesson for anybody that is an aspiring golfer out there, okay? If you're an aspiring golfer and you get to the PGA Tour level, remember what got you there. Because
Fucking works.
if your golf swing works that well to get you there, you're in the top, like, 0.1%, okay? With that, you just need to perfect what you have, which means building consistency around it.
Yeah.
And that's where Victor Hovland, I think he made a huge mistake. If he had just focused on those fundamentals that got him there and really honed in on creating a more and more consistent golf swing rather than trying to change things, he wouldn't have gone through the slump that he did. I was very high on Victor Hovland coming into this year, and it was very disappointing to see his play so far up
Right.
until this. This was a shocker.
Yeah, there's a lull. We have to change something.
Nobody
No,
expected Victor.
dude. You don't have to change anything.
Nobody expected him this week. And again, why mess with your swing at the highest level? Tiger showed that his greatness because totally revamped his swing, not once, not twice, not 3 times. Like, it's kind of crazy that Tiger was able to still win major championships like that.
Well, that just lends to how good he actually was.
Seriously, it really does.
Yeah.
It's
Guy
nuts.
could, give him any swing you want. He's going to get the fucking job done.
But that was actually my favorite storyline out of the PGA Championship. Then you got Thomas Dietrich. You know anything about Thomas Dietrich?
I don't have a single fucking clue who Thomas Dietrich is. I don't know anything about him. So
I think he's from
please enlighten
Germany.
me.
I don't.
Dietrich, yeah.
I don't have that in my notes, but I'm pretty sure I saw
Why
the
are
German
we talking
flag.
about him?
T4
Oh, yeah. that
minus 15, and
Oh, he played in the tournament.
oh yeah,
There you go.
you are feeding the haters right now.
There you go.
Come at us.
Had no idea.
So Thomas Dietrich, he's got one of these swings that you're just like, holy shit, how does this guy not compete week in and week out? It is a beautiful thing of art. Like, get this guy in the Louvre. And Thomas Dietrich is going to be around. So
The Louvre.
expect him to be around on leaderboards in the future, okay? That's a little tip for the betting guys that are out there. Now, Colin Morikawa, guess who was high on him last week? Me.
Yes,
Remember
you
that?
were. Yeah.
So
He's got the game. He's long enough.
we didn't clip the part where I was like, watch out for Colin Morikawa because he played well at the Masters. He's been super consistent, played well at Quail Hollow. Now, Colin Morikawa, even though he finished T4, poor guy couldn't make a putt to save his life. His putter went ice cold on Sunday. Do you know he hit 16 of 18 greens and only made 1 birdie?
Butter is ice cold.
That's tough, man.
So the
That's
game was
tough.
there.
The game was 100% there.
Well, might need to-
And what's crazy is he's sitting there going, I've been playing with my B and C game.
yeah.
So imagine the confidence when he starts to feel like, oh, I'm getting some A game.
A game ball striking showing up,
Yeah.
and this ball is just not going in the hole.
Unreal, man.
Ouch. Golf.
I-
That's golf.
It's golf.
God damn, is it ever?
I do want to go back before we finish up with the PGA Championship.
Yeah.
To where we began well, we actually started with Scotty Scheffler, but Xander Schauffele. Okay. For the people that were like, well, he closed it out, he did fantastic. I'm gonna have a little bit of a moment here because did you see the final putt, Butsy?
The little heel rim job in the hole?
Heel pull, good catch hole. That's what my buddies say when all of a sudden you miss a putt and the hole catches the
Yeah,
ball.
but you know what? The gravity of the situation, and like we said, everything that has built up to him being able to close, don't really fault the guy for making a weird stroke there. And the fact that
I'm
it still
totally
went
with
in,
you. Totally
fuck.
with you, 100%.
I mean,
here's where I'm
gets-
going
he
with
gets
this.
a
though.
pass.
Here's where I'm going with this, because his putter, if you watched his round Sunday, he made a few big putts.
Yeah.
Okay, he missed a lot of putts that should have been made.
Yeah.
He should have won by probably 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm. Barely got it done, is what you're saying.
Barely.
Scrape
By
excuse
one.
me. Scrape by.
It's these seltzers, man. They add so
Holy
much
shit.
gas.
Yeah. By the way, Weekopaw Golf Club, some of the best wings on the planet.
Solid wings. I do have to agree. They gave us some complimentary before the show.
God.
Fantastic.
yeah.
Might have added a little bit of gas to my boy here, but we're going to be doing just fine as we roll along because we got more to this show, folks. We're almost an hour in.
I'm going to give
and
you a 8 to 10 minute piss warning.
We got 8 to 10 minutes before Butsy's got to
And
piss.
we are not far from the bathroom
Any
here.
questions, guys? And I'm surprised with this chat and we invited all the guys who were shitting on us it was mainly Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, there was a lot of people.
Twitter,
that said,
actually,
"Oh, I'll be
I was
there."
surprised. Twitter was just like, we understand your take, which means that there's a lot of smart people on Twitter that understood it. But on Instagram and TikTok, had a lot of haters on there.
We didn't say that he wasn't going to be there.
No.
We said he's going
I
to be
think,
there.
no, you know what it was? It was how I looked at the notes
Yeah.
and like it looked like I scripted that. What the fuck, Xander Schauffele? Like, are you kidding me? It was kind of like one of those. Like, I watched the video over and over again to see where people could possibly be taking this out of context. And I'm like,
that's what
do
it
you
was.
guys realize that all I was saying is that he's had a very difficult time closing, and I don't think he's going to close at the PGA Championship.
Based on historical data.
And guess what? It was the perfect setup for Xander, and he fucking did it.
And you text me like we couldn't have been happier.
I was like because you
fuck yeah, he got it done. Goddamn.
I text you Sunday.
That's cool to see.
I go, I can't wait for him to win. We're gonna get so much heat, but I don't care because this is awesome. I
Yep.
hope he gets the monkey off of his back.
No
he did.
comments. I don't see any comment, or is it not updating?
Yeah,
I mean, that's
we've got
fucking
333 on right now, which actually seems a little bit light. It might be because of the internet issues, but man.
Wow.
I don't know. Like there's people on Twitter. Guys, let us know. Twitter folk, YouTube, let us know if you're still there. Just add a comment.
Everybody's got an opinion until they
I know
need to have an opinion, and then they're like, yeah, it's not worth it.
that's what's interesting here. All right.
Pussies.
Until
Pussy
you guys
boys.
add some more comments, here we go.
Pussy boys.
We're going to preview the Charles Schwab Challenge, okay? This is at Colonial Country Club in Fort Worth, Texas. Designed by John
fill out your bobblehead
Brademus
receipts.
and Perry Maxwell. Okay. I don't know either of those designers. Do you?
No.
I've never heard of courses that they've done.
They must be good.
But recent renovations began in 2023 by none other than Gil Hanse. I feel like Gil Hanse is like the modern day golf architect
His name
that
is
everybody
Gil
goes
Hanse?
to. Everybody goes to him for like a renovation.
Not to be confused with Jim Nance.
No, Gil Hanse.
Gil Hanse.
Good old Gil Hanse. But
Yeah.
this is a course at par 70, 72.89. So it's not the longest thing that's out there. And that's where I'm like, you know, some guys that are shorter hitters are going to have a good opportunity this week.
Is my guy Nap playing?
I don't think so.
Fuck. I really want to just
I didn't see him. on
stand
here.
behind him like a totem pole.
You know, I should have thrown you under the bus and thrown that up on Instagram.
Oh, my picks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Woodland actually was looking all right there for a minute. T29th at one point.
Was he?
Yeah.
What did he finish?
Fuck if I know.
Oh, here we go. Cart Barn guys. Good old Kyle throws in there that Scotty is winning for sure. So let's not get into the gambling yet. We're going to get in because I do not want Butsy to know where I'm going with my bets this week as we're going to compete against each other here. But let's talk about the course a little bit. Have you ever heard of the Horrible Horseshoe?
Nope.
Say that 5 times fast.
Horrible horseshoe.
Horrible Horseshoe.
Horrible horseshoe. Okay.
Is that the princess from Disney?
No,
Are we having a
no.
Disney week this
Go
week?
ahead, Maddie. Tell him.
that is.
So,
I can't even look at you.
that's fine. Don't worry about it.
And Kyle, you got to spell Scotty correctly. It's no Y there. It's not a Y. It's an IE. I do the same thing, so that's why I got to call you out.
Kyle
But,
actually jumped his scooter for the first time this week.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
I know. We'll
impressive.
get into it. I'll show you the video.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
All right. Horrible Horseshoe. It's the 3rd hole, 4th hole, 5th hole. The 5th hole is their iconic hole. Okay. Is Charles there? Is Charles here? Who's
Charles. Hmm?
Who's Charles?
What's the hole called? The Dirty Horseshoe?
It's the Horrible Horseshoe.
Horrible Horseshoe.
Oh, there's Charles.
Players coming down the stretch. What
Yeah.
hole is it?
There we go. 5th.
Fifth hole.
Yep.
Triple bogey. 80 yards right.
Yeah.
Trying to find it. Motherfuckers can't find shit.
It's a
Looking
481-yard
like Jordan
par 4.
93. Scotty Pippen.
Jordan will play this hole great. It demands precision and strategy to navigate it successfully, okay? And he did. He majored in English, believe it or not.
Layup.
folks.
Bust a hole's ass. Magic Johnson. A's. That's how it
So I'm
went
working
down.
the way back from the 5th hole, which is the iconic hole. The 4th hole is a 247-yard par 3. I hate fucking long holes. Long par 3s. Hate them. Make a really good
You don't like long par threes.
150-yard par 3.
How do you do that?
Look at Marion. Marion's got par 3s that are like 150, 160 yards. You've got Sawgrass that has the 17th hole.
Yeah,
like
but-
all the iconic par
but that's
3s that you ever know. are shorter par threes. It's phenomenal. Gosh.
I'd like to see like a 345-yard par 3.
Fuck that par 3.
Island.
Third hole, 483-yard par 4 dogleg left. We got golfers that must hit an aggressive and accurate tee shot there. So that's great for them. So watch out for 3, 4, and 5 this week, folks, at Colonial.
The dirty horseshoe.
Yep, it's the horrible horseshoe.
Dirty. dirty.
And then do you remember last year the winner was Emiliano Grillo? He hit it over into the creek and all that stuff.
Yeah. Was that true? He was deported after that tournament? Didn't have a visa?
Yeah, green card.
Fuck.
It got banned after that.
That's
Not true.
Ooh, the
Before
pee.
people start running with that, that's
No,
not, that's
we're
not
just
accurate.
eating.
Okay. All right. Field analysis. This is actually a stronger field because a lot of players live in Texas. And this is obviously happening in Fort Worth in the Dallas area. So 23 out of the top 50 players, I know, official World Golf Rankings. But that's what we're going off of here.
Okay.
Scotty Scheffler, favorite to win, plus 270. Teddy's going to be on the bag all week. No court arraignment. So he's got that postponed until June.
Yeah, thank God.
Then you got Colin Morikawa at plus 1,200. We got Jordan Spieth, hometown favorite there in Dallas,
Ooh.
plus 2,000.
I like that pick.
We got Max Homa at plus 2,200. We got Tony Finau at plus 3,000. Siwoo Kim at plus 3,300. Harris English at plus 3,500. Sung Jae, Min Woo, Brian Harmon plus 4,000. Denny McCarthy rounding it out at plus 4,500.
Has Harmon
Those are your
played,
favorites.
Has Harmon played good there? Do we know?
He has.
Because I don't mind the Harmon pick.
And this is one of the courses that is not going to overpower Brian Harmon.
Okay.
Okay. So then we got notables. Okay. Tom Kim and Billy Horschel plus 5,500. Adam Scott, Akshay Bhatia, and Justin Rose plus 6,000. We got Keegan Bradley plus 6,500. We got Ricky Fowler as a notable at plus 9,000.
That's my guy.
So I want you to give me your 5 picks for the top 20.
Oh, 5's going to be tough.
All right, give me your pick.
I think so. I'm definitely throwing Fowler in the mix. Jay Spieth, probably number 1.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's your guy?
2. Kim, I don't know. I think he's there. Scheffler.
Wait, which Kim? Siwoo or Tom?
C.
'Kay.
Yeah, C Pickle Kim, whatever. Dude, I can't keep the fucking Kims.
There's a
straight.
lot of Kims.
There's a lot of
Kims.
fucking Yeah, and they all grew up with their dad fucking beating the shit. Anyways,
Whoa.
sorry. You don't hit range ball today, you don't fucking eat. Okay, that's it.
Hate to see it.
Sorry. So yeah, beyond that, Scheffler. Where am I at on Scheffler this week? I think Scheffler finishes in the top 10. I do have him finishing in the top 10. I don't think he's going to win. I don't think he'll be in the top 5. Outside of that, dude, it's tough. I'm at kind of a loss for the other 2 here, to be honest with you.
Right.
I don't want to inaccurately pick somebody. I'm not versed enough to make that call.
Here's my big one for the week. Colin Morikawa.
Why?
So he has been trending in the right direction. His game is in form. If he's thinking that his game right now is a B or a C, if he finds that A gear, he's going to be untouchable. The putter isn't going to stay cold forever. He had been putting really well up until the final round. So I feel like that's going to come back. These greens aren't as difficult. He's going to have a really good week.
You don't
because his
think
ball
hitting
striking
16
is
of
there.
18 greens and making nothing is going to pop in his head this week?
Yeah. And here's the thing. If you're not first, you're last.
Well, yeah, we got a kilo of Colombian Bam Bam taped to the bottom of this car, Ricky.
And that's from Kyle over at Cart Barn Guys. So, Colin Morikawa is my guy this week. My second pick is Scotty Scheffler, obviously, because Mr. Consistency, I think he's going to come out. I think he's going to play absolutely fine this week. It's in Texas. I think he's going to be absolutely fine. Then, here's a surprise.
Ooh.
Billy Horschel. You know where
I watched some
Barry
shit.
Sanders finished last week? Billy Horschel.
Billy Horschel just celebrated his wife being sober for like 7 years,
It's a big deal.
which means he's probably the most controlling, overbearing fuck on the planet to get her to change her lifestyle enough to not drink beer for that long. So I'm not so sure, man. Maybe a bit of a control freak. I don't know, Billy Horschel. That's
Well,
your
I
dark
know.
horse?
Well, here's the thing, because Mike Fugit, who's been on the podcast before,
Mike, fuck it.
is Billy Horschel's caddy.
And
So Billy Horschel's a great guy. Great guy. Actually, a sweetheart off of the course
okay.
and just a super nice guy.
Seems like a controller. I don't know. I'd have to meet him.
Well, there you go. But Billy Horschel, he finished in
Just
the top
kidding,
10
folks.
last week. Top 10.
Yeah.
And that was a surprise. He came out of nowhere, finished top 10. So I like Billy Horschel to be my third pick this week. Top 20s is what we're talking about here. Tom Kim, I do like him as well. And then how can you really go against Jordan Spieth in Texas, especially in Fort Worth?
That's who I'm putting money on. I'll be right back.
Yeah, love that. Okay, so we went through the picks. Now we're going to get into the Swanie style segment in a minute.
Perfect.
But audience, go ahead, and this is your time. Throw in some comments. Let's chat it up a little bit as Butsy goes and uses the pisser, okay? And apparently I was out in the sun because I'm looking a little red around here, and that's just fine. But before we get to the Swanie style segment, I would love for some additional comments to roll in, any questions you guys have around anything that we've talked about on the show or otherwise at this point. So I will go ahead and wait. Golfer HD, the sunset was amazing. And you're not wrong. It was incredible out here. I couldn't really see, so we're facing away from the sunset behind us. But yeah, it was pretty special. I caught it in our monitor a couple times. That I'm like, whoa, this is happening right now. So hopefully we've got a really cool video portion for the podcast that will come out. Now, I've gotten into the habit with the podcast episodes to where I won't edit it tonight. I will go in tomorrow morning and do some edits and so forth. It'll come out around 12 p.m. Pacific time. And we got the man, the myth, the legend back. Charles Barkley, everybody.
How's everybody doing? The piss was good. 30 to 80 squirts. Hit the ball.
Let me tell you something, folks. and my people out there that like to enjoy a cold one, there is not, especially on a podcast. And I know you hate it. Why the fuck are you leaving the goddamn set, bud? We're trying to run a show here. But not many things in this world as blissful as dropping a hot piss when you've been holding it for a while and you got a couple of cold boys in you.
That's
Maddie, go
That's
ahead.
valid. Absolutely.
God damn, that was
You're
amazing.
spot on.
Nobody in there?
You might want to get that prostate checked.
No,
And
no.
Kyle throws in from Cart Barn, guys. When nature calls.
Yeah, you can just go
Yeah,
in there
it
and you
happens.
fire one off. And there was actually a little bit of a biscuit in the bottom of the bowl, and I was able to successfully.
Didn't piss on yourself, huh?
No, but there was this turd you could
anti-live.
tell had been there for a while,
Anti-live.
and we knocked
When
it
and
out.
where is the Pro Live versus Anti-Live Troll Invitational?
Where's he been?
Yeah, where have you been? We've been
Pussy
talking
ass bitch.
all
Where you
night.
at?
But Anti-Live, we'll get to that in a little bit. We're going to leave that for the end of the episode. We talked about it beforehand because it wasn't in the show notes, and Butsy here was like, we got to talk about it, right? I'm like, sure.
100%. It's a must. It's become part of the deal.
It really has. But let's get into the Swanee style segment here first, folks.
Sorry.
Which Swannies, once again, they have dropped a brand new collection called Split Rock. Now, this is my "Are you ready for summer?" look because they've got swim trunks in there. I've ordered the swim trunks. They've got T-shirts that a good old trot golfer brought up because they have Swannies in their golf shop. What the hell are you doing right now?
For my phone. What happened to it? Oh, never mind. Carry on. Sorry.
Special times here in the Swanee style segment. But that Split Rock collection, folks, You can even get your woman some gear. If she plays golf, there is some awesome women's gear in there as well.
You'll get laid.
But before we do get into the rest of this segment, Purple Maze Haze. Do you know what that means from Cart Barn Guys?
Outside of the obvious.
Oh, and Liv has to be Dutch.
What?
Pass the Dutchie on the left-hand side. Is that what we're doing here?
What?
All right.
Are we talking about weed?
I think so. I think we're
Oh,
talking about
man.
a little bit of
Yeah.
marijuana.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
You know what's
Purple
fun?
Maze Haze.
I could never smoke on the show. You know how Joe Rogan smokes on his show from time to time?
How do
Could
you
never
know
do
that?
it.
I would like to, we might need to try that. I don't
would-
want to
I would
imbibe.
not be good.
You don't know that. Maybe it's in your head.
It could be, but
It could be incredibly
I get
entertaining.
super sleepy.
I mean, are you
and then
open to it?
I would be open to one episode.
Where you got a
one
little
episode.
fucking blunt.
Oh,
like,
Dutch from. Hang on. Here we go. So, okay. I'm getting this now. So, Butsy, you were there. Kyle says Dutch from Grass Clippings called him
Oh.
Purple Maze Haze.
Yeah,
That's pretty good.
no,
Okay.
yeah,
That makes a lot more sense.
yeah.
And
There's a lot of people out there
Blind
handing out
strike.
mushrooms and all kinds of shit that day. I don't know. It was a weird
dude,
day.
I tell you what, that Grass Clippings, yeah, you can get some acid out there. It's
There
pretty
is
good.
that is a deal.
That is a deal.
Yeah.
Get yourself an acid drop and some mushrooms before you play your golf
And
round.
go
folks.
hit 140-yard shots.
Woo.
Come on.
Get it.
Best was
Play Rock Collection by Swannies Golf. Absolutely incredible. I ordered some stuff. It's gonna be coming. I'm actually either you're gonna catch an Instagram image of me on a boat or on a lake or in a pool wearing this stuff because I got the shirt.
Why do you
I got
say
a
that?
cool hat. They got swim trunks on there, and I ordered some swim
Oh,
trunks.
really?
Yeah, part of my order this month.
Can you throw those up? Can we see what that looks like?
No.
Okay. Fuck me in the face.
No, because I don't have a keyboard. So whenever I have a table in front of me, I can pull stuff up. I can't tonight,
I thought
unfortunately.
you had like AI and shit. Okay.
know, right?
Never mind.
So part of this Swanee style segment, we're going to talk about the PGA Championship style, which I didn't see a whole lot of. But I do want to ask you, do you like the polo zipper that Xander was wearing from whatever brand that is?
No.
Discante or whatever?
No.
Yeah, it's pretty
I'm
bad.
Jason Day all the way. I'd rather see the
Columbia.
full windbreaker Colombian drug lord look than
I'm
the
with you.
high and tight Pilates instructor Xander with the huge moose knuckle.
But it was like a zipper for his polo.
no, I know.
So it
It's
was-
like that was cool.
Yeah, no.
There was a time, so I remember this. This was like 2000 to 2002, maybe a 2-year period where the zipper made its debut, and it was on Sport Tech style polos, and there was a bunch of colorful, crazy prints. You used
Not
to
a
have,
fan.
remember, like you used to have like down the back, you'd have like stripes, and then like that was like where the Tech
That's a
polo.
zebra.
Okay, well that's what it looked like. You're right. Yeah, but anyways, the zipper. Zippers are for strippers.
Leave that for them.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah, wasn't a fan either. The Nike golf shoes also, I felt like.
Looked like
Like-
somebody shit on him. Sorry. I'm supposed to wait, right? We talked about this. It looked like somebody
That
dropped
was-
a fucking
that was
deuce on
perfect.
these
That was
shoes.
perfect. I put mud in the show notes, and you're just like, somebody shit on the side of their fucking
Yeah.
spike. Yeah, no, it did. It looked like somebody shit on the side of their spike.
Yeah.
And, yeah.
Great
I
close up.
It
Oh, I see what they were going for. Back up 10 yards. You going to clean those? No, bro. They came
It
this
looked
way.
terrible on camera. Like,
Fucking terrible.
I'm sure these look great in person, like super up close. Like in the lab when they're making them,
They do.
they probably look awesome.
And the shoe people out there, and they'll go on StockX for fucking God knows how much money if you have a pair. But in real life, IRL, as the kids say, they looked like somebody just sprayed diarrhea at them.
Really did. Not a good
Yeah.
look. Yeah. We're not going to be seeing any YouTube golfers wearing those, that's for sure.
No.
Maybe. No, probably not.
You know what we need to get a clip of?
What?
I know this is outside your realm, but if you're able to edit all of the disgusting burps into the microphone for
Oh, no.
for one clip, that
That's
might be
too
pretty
much.
good.
It's too much.
Go on.
It would be, we might actually make some money off of it because the ASMR.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, people. You know how
The
many weirdos would be
audio,
like,
yeah. Oh yeah, keep playing those.
And then they
burps.
play it again. They'd be like, yeah.
Fucking
They'd be like,
weird.
"Ugh."
Fucking weird. All right, guys, it's time. It's time. Where's Anti-Liv? Where the fuck are you? Because this is time. We're not getting into the tournament yet, but we are going to talk
Maddie's
about
getting mad at me.
PGA. No, wow.
I could tell. You're trying to skip over shit. You're like, hey, let's
No,
move
I'm just
along.
keeping it moving because we're an hour and 15 in, and we
Oh,
haven't
are
even
we
gotten
really?
to PIF yet.
We got a couple more beers.
I
Go
know,
ahead,
PIF
bud.
the Magic Dragon. We're out here on our own on the reservation. We're on the reservation tonight, so could get a little sketch. I heard the coyotes before we went on air, before you showed up. They definitely found themselves a snack. Okay, PGA Tour PIF Madness. It continues, folks. So once again, we're going to draw out this timeline. First, Rory McIlroy gets announced. He's back on the board, right? Then he's not on the board. All the players that were on the board were like, hell no.
Rory's so
We
gay.
do not want Rory back. Then they're like, hey, we're going to do a little concession. I got a confession to make. Okay? They throw Rory onto this negotiation group that's going to
Wait,
deal with.
So he's
fucking-
back?
He's back in like a negotiation group, okay, with PIF.
But why?
Because he wants to get a deal done and nobody else does.
There you go. That's what it is.
Then Jimmy Dunn resigns the Monday before the PGA Championship. You think that was by chance? No. Rory even got asked in his press conference, what do you think about this? Well, Rory and Jimmy Dunn were good buddies. He said that the PGA Tour is worse off with Jimmy Dunn off the board. Then we got a Lucas Glover sighting, folks. Remember him?
Oh, I saw
from
his
last year?
compliments. Yeah.
Lucas Glover lashes out against the PGA Tour players that are player directors and goes, we have no business. And I would like to actually put this in proper terms. We have no fucking business having the majority of the board. We're golfers. We're not fucking businessmen that know how to deal with this shit.
Lucas is the last fucking guy that should be saying anything, though. Didn't his wife beat the shit out of him because he
Oh,
played bad for a
Jesus
year?
Christ.
Like, didn't his wife pretty much own his
Oh my
life because he
God.
played bad?
I
Isn't that a
cannot
thing?
confirm nor deny, but I do recall.
I mean, no, but that
hearing-
happened.
No, I actually have to agree with you that
didn't see
he
that
got
coming.
berated. I did not. That he got berated by his wife.
No, he got beaten.
No, he did not get beaten
physically.
No, it was fucking
About head, neck, shoulders,
No.
and breast.
I might have to end the show right there.
Sorry. He did.
Oh my God!
All
That's-
about the
wow.
face, neck, head,
you-
shoulders, and breast.
You
yeah.
did do some research. I do appreciate.
No, I
that.
remember it.
Yeah, you remember
In
it
my
all
stupor,
right.
I remember.
You read the show notes and were like,
Now
let me
Lucas-
look up Lucas Glover.
No, I just knew that. That was just, weird shit. Lucas.
No, but he is correct.
He is correct.
He is
You're right.
correct.
Sorry.
Fucking players have no business handling these negotiations. And then we've got John Rahm, who we talked about this last week with
Oh,
Aaron
God.
Oberholzer,
Oh.
who's a very calm, polite guy. And Rahm goes, just so that we have this on record, Rahm says, you guys keep saying the other side, but I'm still a PGA Tour member. Whether suspended or not, I still want to support the PGA Tour. And I think that's an important distinction to make. I don't feel like I'm on the other side. I'm just not playing there. That's at least personally. Which, here's the thing.
We need to wake
John
up,
Rahm-
Mr. John.
Yeah, but John Rahm, I get it. I get what he was trying to say. It just didn't work in that moment. Oh, no.
Hang on. Just keep talking. We're good. We're good. We got a little bit of text.
Shit is falling. There you go. Just leave that there. Well, no, I would just leave it. Yep. Just bring it in there. Perfect. Oh my
Carry
God.
on. No, what are you talking about?
Oh
Dude,
my
everything's fine.
God.
Everything's fine.
Everything is falling apart. I feel like we're going to get eaten by coyotes out
No,
here.
it's fucking fine.
That's
You're not
awesome.
gonna get. They don't want you.
So we got
Your
Rahm
hair's
saying
too
that.
good.
Oberholzer wants to wring his neck through the TV. That's a very tough thing to do, by the way. You got to kind of figure out like some physics there in order to be able to accomplish
Aaron
that.
Oberholzer ain't ringing shit. John Rahm would beat the living fuck out of Aaron
I
Oberholzer.
have to agree.
I mean, come on.
And here's the other thing about all of this. Do we really need golf to be unified right now? What do you think?
No, and I think the whole point is we get to sit here and have this conversation, and everybody gets to be pissed off every day and take sides. And the whole point that you get to take sides, and nobody sees it from the top down, right?
These Amish chairs.
See, that's the type of shit that needs to go into the clip. Oh, one more. My point is,
We're gonna have an OnlyFans
The
for this goddamn
entire-
podcast with just Butsy's burps.
this entire thing for the last 3 years is going to go down in history, I think, as one of the biggest fucking publicity stunts that ever happened to golf. And you have people that are fighting each other. Oh, the game's ruined. You know, I just want to watch golf, or bring it back to what it was, or I don't want to pick sides. The fact that you're even having the conversation puts you in the mix. That's volatile, and that's good for business. That's what I think.
It's being talked about a lot,
That's what I think.
which Hollywood and PR agencies would tell you. Good or bad
Whoa!
publicity. Yeah, that was
Whoa,
almost-
we had a little
almost a
Michael J.
complete
Fox
drop.
glitch with the iPad.
It's it's a conspiracy theory. People are
Maddie.
trying to fuck up this episode for
Oh,
us.
God.
Here's the thing.
Somebody get this guy a neurologist. He might have Parkinson's.
PR agencies or Hollywood will say any PR is good PR, even if it's negative, because they're talking about you.
Exactly.
And I have to agree with you that I don't think this has been necessarily a bad thing.
No.
It has gotten a lot of talking points. Golf used to be very boring, especially to talk about. And when all of this started going down, that's when I was like, you know, we need to start a podcast because
Bro,
we need to be able to talk about this stuff.
people that never had an emotion about professional golf because there was one game in town and that's what they laid on their couch and watched their hangover Sunday and watched whoever won win did. Now they have something to be excited about. They have something to have an opinion on, whether it's good or bad. You have Liv. You can hate on them. You can love them. Either way, you're in the conversation. And if you're in the conversation, you weren't before, and they're winning.
I agree.
That's the deal.
I agree. And I don't think that we need golf to be unified. I think fans are getting a little sick of all the bullshit. And I think if media, we kind of corral that in a little bit and stop being so jaded towards one side, I think better place. But I don't think they need to merge. But if they did, how about we speculate? You want to do a little speculation?
Oh, I would. That's the
I need
fun
another high
part.
noon. You got another high
Yeah,
noon?
let's
Is there any more
dialed in.
booze?
We got 3 more cold
No.
boys here, dude.
We're
I
getting-
fucking planned ahead. You're like, nah, we only need 4. I'm like,
yeah, right
bro,
in there.
you haven't tilted more than a half
There
degree.
we go.
You would swear that your chair is stationary. You haven't even rocked in it. And I've been over here just really
Dude,
experiencing
I have
it.
gotten
Look at that.
such a core workout.
Ayo.
This fucking dad bod
Hiya.
is absolutely locked in tonight. I did not
Oh,
want to
fuck.
go back and forth at all. It's almost
fuck.
like I'm not in a rocking chair at all,
Oh no.
which I hope that the audience appreciates with good audio.
Hey,
So let's speculate, okay?
let's
If they do merge,
Okay.
do you think the teams are going to look like they do today with the Liv Golf side of things? Or do you think that they would look a little bit more like the TGL with like Boston Common Golf, LA Golf Club?
Oh, I think you just have different series, right? Like, look at it like this. You have the Ryder Cup once a year. That's a team event.
Ooh, this. Well, that's fucking lemon lime.
Does that? Oh, I thought you had a. So, is it coconut?
No, I got lime.
Well, there's a coconut one, and every time I
do not want the
accidentally,
coconut one.
I swear to
Oh,
God,
can I tell you a little story about coconut alcohol for me?
I would love that.
So, early in my college golf career,
Here we go.
no, this is a real story.
Carry on.
And I've never told this story before publicly. Only few people know this story. So before I went to Grand Canyon University, I went to this small
Don't tell
college in
people that.
Virginia called Bridgewater College. Okay, Bridgewater College,
B-dub.
and D3 school, like coming out of a small high school in upstate New York, and I was a late bloomer in golf. Started at 13, got really good by the time I was 18, but went out there, okay? During a qualifier, my own teammate did not help me. So I hit a wayward golf shot.
Mm.
I'm over there. I'm frustrated, trying to look for it. Teammate didn't even come over and take a look.
Piece of shit.
Piece of shit. So what do? As a New Yorker, I call him over.
Yeah.
Say, come on over here. He goes, what do you need? I go, what do I need? I need you to fucking help me look for this goddamn golf ball.
Bro, we're on the timer
Fucking
here.
asshole. So from there, I waste no time. I go straight action. I hit this dude in the face.
What?
Then, as he's falling, I push him into a bricker bush.
Wow.
The other golf teammate.
Is this real?
This is a real story.
What?
The other golf teammate, and I'll bring this.
coming.
I'll bring this around to the coconut.
I did
why
not. Okay.
coconut alcohol?
What's
okay?
prompted this? Yeah.
So, from there, my other teammate is like, he deserved it. Perfect. We finish out the hole.
We've been wanting that pussy to get his ass beat all season. We hate that guy.
We finish the
You did
golf
it.
round. Okay. We go, we turn in our cards. The coach is like, where's this
Where's
guy?
Joel?
We're just gonna call him Guy. I'm not gonna use his name because people might be able to look him up.
Oh, they will. You know
and
they will.
we made up afterwards and so forth.
Yes, kiss. What happened?
So sure enough, the coach is like, what happened to this guy? My teammate's not telling him. He's just like, we don't know. I'm like, I think he fell
He's
into
out
a
there.
bricker bush.
He's out there somewhere.
So sure enough, he an hour later, this kid comes in, kids himself, and he's all marked up. His shirt is ripped. Like I literally I hit him and then pushed him into a bricker bush.
Was he asleep in this bush?
He was.
You didn't know
He might have been knocked out
for a moment.
I might throw one hell of a right. I have been told that. I have broken this hand because I punched
that's
somebody.
funny.
But
So he
okay?
wakes up.
So he wakes up. Now,
What
this
the
golf coach
fuck?
was in the military. Okay, so this was a guy you don't fuck with.
Mm-hmm.
Always made us take our hats off whenever we went to like a restaurant. So even if our hair was just absolutely atrocious,
Oh yeah,
from
show
playing a full round of
respect.
golf,
Yeah,
show respect, take your hat off, perfect.
for sure.
So anyways,
Love that.
I get called in the next day. Obviously, the kid eventually turned in his card. We had already left. The golf team that night is like, dude, you're getting suspended. So the entire golf team buys a shit ton of Malibu rum for some reason.
Oh,
okay.
no.
Coconut. I said it was going to come back to coconut.
Now I get it.
They start going, you want a shot? I'm like, pour me. Done.
How many
Pour
of these
me.
do we do?
Done. Got to about 24.
What?
And literally, I puked all night.
Yeah.
Next day,
Probably shit yourself too.
hungover, fucking alcohol poisoning. I'm in the coaches, and all I do is walk in, and he goes,
You're in the coaches? Hang on.
I in his office. Okay,
Oh,
I walk
okay.
because I get called into his office. I walk into
Wow.
his office, and he just looks at me and goes, "Oh, you know?" And I'm like, "Yeah. How long am I suspended for?" He's like, 3 weeks. I'm like, "No problem." Walk out.
Got it.
And just like handled it like a man, but like I was just like, he fucking deserved it.
It sounds like he really deserved it.
He did. He also
One of those guys.
He was one of those guys. He knew where I had stashed some money.
Do
in
we
my
know this guy
dorm room.
to this day?
I do. Yeah. It's a
Are
funny
you-
story.
And are you guys friends?
We don't talk, but yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we'd be acquaintances. We'd be like, "Hey, man, how are you?"
Anyways, back
Yeah.
to the show
Yeah,
notes.
how about that? Huh? Fucking detour.
No, but you know what? Good on you. You did what needed to happen.
Listen, sometimes you got to handle your business.
And I
you got to
bet
stand on business sometimes.
you got to stand
That's
on business.
the point.
And I bet he has not forgotten that.
And I think the coach appreciated what I did, actually.
He had
Because
to. He
that
had
kid
to.
never messed with anybody again.
Right. He had to
He had to suspend
reprimand
me.
you
Yeah. But he
accordingly. But he knew, hey, a guy code. The line was crossed here. You did the right thing, but I got to do this.
And I did it discreetly to where we finished the round. The kid just never showed up.
And then you got fucking bent on.
Yeah, Malibu
Coconut
rum. So I can't
Malibu?
drink or any coconut alcohol.
Oh,
Cannot
dude.
do. It
Me
ruined me
neither.
for
That
life.
sounds like pure. Like you had a diabetic coma that night.
Pretty much.
Very good. Carry on. And rolling right along here, folks.
Anti-Liv, are you out there? I almost wanted to go through potential team names and stuff.
Okay.
It's not happening.
You need another one?
No, this is full. Did you just kill that in about 2 seconds?
I did. I was very
I told that story and you finished your drink. Was it that long of a story?
No, I just have an oral fixation, so
You were enjoying the story, weren't you?
like probably the most enjoyable story since we've ever been live doing this pod. That was something that resonated with me, and I really liked it. I've run into circumstances like that in my own life, and we don't got to get into it because I'm
It's
not
not
trying
the
to.
first time I had ever gotten into a fight on the golf
It's the
course, by
right
way.
thing to do.
Shockingly enough.
Now,
Golf.
some might
Oh,
say,
here we go. Kim Jong-il.
"Oh, and it's actually him." We did verify.
Yeah, we did
straight
verify.
from North
North
Korea.
Korea. Yeah. He actually he does not like women. We've also learned this.
No, he
Which
doesn't.
shout out Nelly Korda for winning her 6th LPGA Tour event. And yes, Kim Jong-il, I was not going to mention that tonight, but because you joined, Kim Jong-il on Twitter just is like hating. He's like, why are we talking about this? This is not for women. And I'm just like, wait a second. Hang on. Nelly Korda is doing something incredible
Kim
right
Jong,
now.
shut the fuck up.
Kim Jong-il.
How about it?
Love that. So golf should be united. Love that for all of us. And wait a second. You hate unity. You hate like everything about South Korea.
Yeah, this is
Actually,
against
no, hang on
everything
a
you
second.
stand for.
No, maybe he does want unity. He wants North Korea and South Korea to be one. I get it. Okay. Makes sense. Moving on. Let's talk about this little deal that Anti-Liv put out there, okay?
What did they
With a
do?
potential PGA Tour trolls versus the Liv Golf
Oh,
trolls.
this thing.
This thing has had me busy.
Well,
And I'm just like, we have an alcohol sponsor
you're
for
adamant
it.
about this.
No, I'm not. Like, they threw it out there, and you told me, which you were the one that re-sparked it.
No,
Because
I'm
I
with
was ready.
you on
I
it.
was ready to drop it after we didn't like. The audience on Twitter did not go crazy for it. The Liv Golf accounts are like creating all these excuses, and then they're like, "We're not creating excuses. We just don't want to play against people that have personally abused us before."
Liv boners versus PGA Tour gay fanboys.
I'm just like, man, why? Like, and by the way, personal attacks are apparently being called an idiot, being called a retard.
That's a personal attack.
Those are
What the
apparently personal
fuck,
attacks.
dude? That's a term of endearment.
I'm like, you're on Twitter, man. This Twitter world, like, that's a compliment if they're giving
No,
you
you gotta
that.
man up. Don't be a
I've been
pussy.
called a lot worse than a retard. I wish that I was being called that
Golf
because I
should
would
probably
just
be unified.
start wearing a helmet.
Yeah.
But yeah, in terms of this whole entire Twitter, PGA Tour, Liv Golf, troll war, I'm more about it now than I ever have been. And I got called out today, by the way, by an account that apparently has 11,000 followers. I looked them
Who?
up, and it looks like they've got about close to like 300 that are real.
Oh, a lot
And
of bodies.
I'm just like, so I sent him a message. He knows who he is. Sent him a message, and he's actually down for playing a match. He goes, I don't have a podcast. I thought he had a podcast because
doesn't have a
it
pod.
doesn't have a pod.
Doesn't have shit.
So it actually doesn't make as much sense. But
Well, just
I
go
w-
beat the
I w-
tar out of him.
yeah, I was like, hey, bring some cash.
We don't need clout, bro.
We'll give it all away to charity. Perfect.
It's like I tell people, everybody goes, "Oh, you're old. You've been doing Instagram for a long time. You're just trying to get that clout." And I said, "No, I'll wear a padded suit and something over my head so that you don't know it's me. I don't give a fuck about clout.
What's
I just think that
hilarious,
you
too-
suck."
Yeah. What's hilarious too is that the Twitter folk only look at like Twitter followings, okay?
No, you're right about that.
And it's funny because they're like, there's no audience there, blah blah blah. I'm like, hang on a second. You've got what, over 70,000 followers on Instagram.
Yeah.
I've got 10,000 of my own, and then Pull It Golf has over 20,000. The podcast just had, which you can't fake podcast numbers, over 30,000 listeners
can't
last
fake that.
week. Can't fake that. So it's like, guys, we have a platform to be able to do this.
I think the part that bothers me
We
is
just
that
need
there's
people
so
to-
many people watching, and so many people have an opinion, and they'll still have that opinion. They'll wake up tomorrow and they'll secretly type their shit out on whatever pages they disagree with. But while it's live and while this is happening, nobody's got a fucking backbone.
I am absolutely shocked that there's nobody from Instagram that was hating on us.
They're not here.
And we invited them to come on and be a part of this show tonight. They're not here.
Well, fuck them. You know,
You
they're
hate to
lost.
see it.
They obviously don't care that much. They just care enough to say a little empirical comment and get their jollies off on whether or not you react to it.
And I'm going to
that's the end
stand
of it.
on business tonight.
Stand on business.
The PGA Tour trolls, there has not been a single one, not a single one, that has said, I'm not going to be a part of this. Every single one of them wants action. 90%, and I will give credit where credit is due. There is this one kid from the Liv Golf accounts and everything. And we've had our run-ins, Liv Golf buff, and then there's this other one that like Liv loves Jesus or something. I just unblocked him because he got annoying for a while. So I let him back in. I was like, you were in timeout for a little bit. It's fine. So he's back, and those two guys want action. But nobody else does. Like Kim Jong-il even. I was like, hey, are you down for this? Because he's a very big supporter of Liv.
They're a bunch of pussy-ass bitches, dude.
I'm like, Kim Jong-il, are you wanting to be a part of this? He goes, maybe. So at least he gave a maybe. So I'll give him credit, though. He said maybe. Doesn't know he's going to feel it out. That's perfectly fine. But these other guys, they're just whiners. Absolute whiners out there. And it's just like, and then there was this whole misquote deal, whatever. I was trying to be a gentleman. Fuck him. Okay?
I'm with you there.
I might turn.
Fuck.
Remember when Hulk Hogan turned into Hollywood Hulk Hogan?
Bro, NWO.
I might go heel in this entire thing. I might just become super biased.
Why not? At this point,
It's
like
fucking
these
stupid.
people that have an opinion are just full of shit. They have an opinion for a second, and they have it for a rise out of you, and that's it.
Well, I get more shit on by the Liv side than I do the PGA Tour side.
Of
PGA
course.
Tour guys have no issues
Well,
with me really like commenting on Liv Golf and enjoying it and so forth. But those Liv guys, they just shit on me left and right, which I'm just like, you guys wonder why you get called out. And Kyle's like, wine them and dine them. Would love to. That's the thing. Like, I already have a sponsor for this
Wine
fucking
them.
thing. It's an alcohol sponsor that wants to be a part of this tournament. We can absolutely, I mean, maybe it's Weeko Paul. People spend fucking $300
Kyle's
to come
trolling
play
you.
here.
Did we back to
I appreciate Kyle.
back to the show notes here? Have we covered it all?
Everything.
Wonderful. So we're just into the rough here.
We're in the rough.
We need to start calling this part of the
The
segment into the rough.
Folks, you are now in the rough.
We are in the rough. We are digging it out of a shitty lie.
Add some stupid comments. Let's go.
Yeah, like I mean, I'll sit here for a little bit, not long,
Yeah.
but
This has been a long podcast.
it's fucking hilarious though. To your point, everybody has an opinion until they're put on the spot.
yeah.
Okay. Hey, wait. You said that shit. Wait, how do you feel about it? Wait, do you want to do something about it?
Come say it to my face.
Quiet. Crickets.
Which
Oh.
it's very hard.
Oh.
It is very hard.
And what were the excuses you
hard.
got? It's my family. It's my job.
Yeah. No.
What are you
they're-
talking
they're,
about?
They're posting pictures of where I work. They're posting
Nobody's
pictures
doing
of my
that.
house. It's like,
Who?
dude. And then, you've got Liv Golf accounts
Ooh,
and you
that
got
was
burner
almost a
accounts
puke.
of Liv Golf accounts. And you can tell by the way that they write that they're the exact same account. And it's like, dude, that's weak, man. It's just weak. Like, do you not think that we haven't gotten a shit ton of hate? Because we sure have. But it's like, does that change the way I feel about myself? No.
It was funny coming into this. We're gonna get the hate for the Xander thing, right? But
I thought we were going to get lit up tonight.
I'm almost second guessing us. Like, whatever we say, I might start betting the opposite.
Well, What's funny is people don't realize that I
Here's
made
what
money.
statistically makes sense, and we're going to talk about it.
I made money off of Xander last week.
Do tell.
So I threw in a bet.
Wait, what?
I threw in a bet for him to win.
Of course you did. You fucking piece of shit.
Yeah. Which I knew that was going to spark some nerves of people after I saw it, though.
Well, you
In
had
the-
to know there was
in-
a what if.
In the moment when I looked at my notes,
What were the odds when you bet him?
plus 1,400.
And you put how much on?
I just put a 20 spot.
Oh, so you made like
Yeah.
100
I
bucks.
bet- yeah, a couple $100 bucks.
200 bucks, something like
So it was fine, but it's hilarious because people are just like, you hate Xander, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, I put in that deal, and I remember the last time we did something like that was Anthony Kim's first round back. And you got lit up. And I got lit up because of you. And people were like, these two idiots are the most
I
moronic
still-
fucking retards
I
that are
still-
out there.
I
It's like,
still
come
stand
on.
behind AK, though. He ain't done.
No, AK, he's grinding right now, and he's figuring it out. He'll be back. Give him time.
AK will win.
I don't know if he'll win this year.
Let's just make it way more general than that. AK will win. As long as he's given the opportunity to play, whether it's Liv Tour, PGA Tour, whatever. If he's given a chance to play professional golf, let's just give him the next 24 months. He will win. That's
So,
bold.
It's funny. Anti-Liv says, invite AK to the Troll Open. Here's the thing. I'm on good terms with AK. So
How are you on good terms with AK? You know him?
we have chatted a bit. I'm not going to say that we're friends,
All right,
but we're
after
on good
this one,
terms.
We're done.
I've hit him up on social media. He's hit me back.
For real?
Yeah.
What does he say?
I've invited him onto the podcast. He's potentially interested in coming on. So,
What?
yeah.
When were you going to share this with me?
Well, I'm sharing it right now.
You fucker. That's amazing.
I know. I would like
I
to-
love AK.
I really would like to have
Oh, I
AK.
love Anthony Kim. I
Um,
love his whole story.
but-
His Coke nose, like the whole thing. He went
See,
through some
that's
shit.
where you're gonna ruin it because
not
I don't
ruining it.
think he wants to talk about that.
Well, he does. He talked about it to Faraday. I mean,
I know.
in so many words.
yeah, it's true. But I mean, if he would come, I doubt he ever would anti-live. But it is funny because these live golf trolls, and again, I'm gonna focus it on that. They're gonna call me biased. I don't give a shit. Okay, call
Maybe
me
you
what
are.
you want.
Maybe you are.
I'm about to go heel. I really am.
What
I'm
does that
about to
mean?
become
What does heel
Hollywood Hogan. I'm about to become pro PGA trolls.
Ooh, you got to get a
Yeah.
jersey made for that.
I know. Man, I
NWO.
should. Oh, that would be cool.
We should have pod jerseys.
Oh, dude, we really should.
Cheers.
Fuck yeah, that's a great idea.
We should.
Okay.
I'll work on it.
It might happen tonight. Who knows?
No, it's not gonna happen tonight.
No, me going troll.
No. Oh,
me-
I
Me,
gotcha.
me going Hollywood
You're
Hogan
rogue.
here.
He's gone
Um,
rogue.
The thing is, fuck, man.
All
The
right.
thing that
Don't even
these
worry about my
live
phone.
these live golf accounts do not realize is that I know some of these PGA Tour trolls. That's why it might seem like I am biased. I'm not. I just know who they are.
So let me just comment on that. And I think a lot of people don't give you enough credibility. Your credibility runs deep with who you know and the information you're given. And you're not speaking ever from a whim. You are.
You know that. You've learned that.
I have learned that this guy, and it's a very secretive thing. It's super gay. We can't say names. I mean, it's fucking dumb that we can't. Like, no, it's fucking super gay. It is. But the reality is, this guy is speaking from a place that is very much in the know and current with the current state of affairs based on
Oh,
people that are
God.
out there doing it. We can't say who they are. We can't say where it comes from, but it is accurate, and I will give him that. So, again, super gay. Let me
Listen,
highlight that again.
I would love to just list sources, okay? I would
You
absolutely
can't.
love
You can't.
to.
You can't.
Love
out,
to. But you can't out your sources.
You can't out your boys, dude.
You can't do it.
And I think people might sit here and go, "That guy's full of shit," And,
Look who
Well-
I'm around.
well, before I got to know you and
Yeah.
before some of the conversations we had,
Well,
and text messages
Hang
we
on.
shared,
Can we just talk about one thing? How did you know about me other than the very first time you were going to come onto the show through Mikey Perez? The second way that you really knew about me was through who?
I don't want to say his name. There you go. Case in point.
Because there's live golfers that listen to this podcast
Mm-hmm.
and know this podcast.
That's actual facts. And you might not think that this thing has that much gravity, but the reality of the situation is I'm lucky to be here. And when we go out live and do this shit, Maddie is coming with some shit that people don't have. It's information.
It's inside the ropes.
It really, and again, when we first started, I was like, you're full of shit.
Yeah.
And then he would tell me in private who it came from and why.
And
where.
you would figure
And I
out
would
real
go,
fast that it was real.
Oh. And I would reach out to my contacts and it's legit. It's legit. This dude is sharing with you things that you're not going to get anywhere else. So
Accurate.
that's why it's entertaining. Yeah.
That is spot on.
Yeah.
Now, what's really cool is from our live viewership, our Twitter folk are still here. I want to know, guys on Twitter, who's still here? Just throw in a comment. I just want to see,
Are
who's
you guys
still with us.
scared? I mean, just say hey. Can I get a hey? Can I get a hey from everybody out there?
See, my chair
Can't
does
be that
rock.
fucking
It
horrible.
does rock.
No, that's too much work, man. I'm not going to give you credibility. I'm watching. I'm a shadow viewer.
Oh, my God.
I'm
You
not
know
going to
what?
give you a hey.
No, you know what's hilarious?
Give a hey, bro.
Somebody threw that in one of the chats, was like,
What's that?
I'm not going to give you the time of day because it's going to give you too much reach of my people. I'm like,
What
why
people?
the fuck do I care about
Nobody gives
your
a
people?
fuck about
Like,
you.
any live golf account, I'm sorry, I'm not stealing your fucking people. Like,
Dude.
if they're listening to you as a super biased live golf account, then you're not going, I'm not stealing anybody.
I mean, here's the fact. You could do this.
Here we go. We got Kyle still here on the YouTube side. We got Kim Jong-il. Kim Jong-il is still here.
We got
Did you? By the way, Kim Jong-un,
More
which is his son, which Kim Jong-il is dead, clearly. Kim Jong-un, did you see that he is a group of ladies that every year
A harem.
are his ladies for
Yeah,
the
he
year?
bangs them all out.
Yeah.
I've seen it.
Yeah.
Yeah, good for him.
Hey,
As he should. I mean,
Fuck.
you run a country.
I mean, I don't like
What would
nothing.
you do if
nothing
you ran a
forced,
country?
but
Nothing forced. Yeah. Well,
Well.
we've all seen Rush Hour.
All right,
Oh,
folks. I think that wraps it up.
I
for
think it
tonight.
does,
This
too.
might be the longest show
Yeah.
we've ever done.
no, I don't think so. No. The
Hour and
6 hour-
47.
The 6 hour show.
Oh fuck!
What are you talking
The
about?
putting world
Yeah,
6 hours.
This is fucking child's play compared to staying live for. That was.
I just hope there's some nachos left over.
I've never done anything like that in my life.
Man,
That
those
was something
nachos
else.
earlier were great. Hope the bugs haven't eaten it.
No, Rachel's got them on lock over there.
Love that for us.
Yeah.
We still got some nachos. Yeah.
Hell
we got the
yeah,
thumbs
man!
up.
I even left you guys some chicken.
Hell yeah. This was. I mean, I love this particular show mainly because
He loves it.
we're out here at Weekapaw.
That's beautiful.
It's unreal. I mean,
Gonna
it's
get
very
pulled over
peaceful.
by a res cop on the way
Can't
home.
wait. Let's do it. Let's do a little Scotty Scheffler action out there. Let's get one of those res cops on the front of the vehicle.
Yeah.
Did you see? He said in the notes, "I ripped my pants."
Wait, what?
The
What are you talking
cop.
about?
And the cop was like, "I was dragged by his vehicle. I
Yeah, no,
ripped
wait,
my
wait,
pants."
wait. So, was he really dragged by Scheffler?
Dude, there's no body cam. We don't fucking know.
So we're just assuming.
Now
Scotty
the
was
sad
like,
thing.
I don't know. This guy's
Yeah.
way out of hand. I'm driving into the tournament.
Yeah.
And all the while, this guy's probably hanging
Yeah.
on to the car.
The fucking
No,
sad
you gotta
thing
come back.
is that there was actually somebody that died, right? That was why.
Who died?
So there was
Nobody died.
No, there was a volunteer, and he actually got.
Whoa,
yeah.
whoa.
No, hang on a second.
Somebody
That's
died?
why there was traffic outside of the gate of Valhalla. Somebody who was volunteering was walking. It was rainy and dark, and one of the shuttle buses fucking hit him. I don't mean to chuckle, but a shuttle bus hit him, and he's fucking dead, okay?
You got to be the dumbest motherfucker alive.
Oh, no.
You got killed by a shuttle bus at a golf tournament? It was your time, bro.
It was definitely your time. If you're
My
getting
God.
smoked by a shuttle bus,
How does that happen?
I'm gonna stand right here. Oh God.
that shuttle bus is not going to hit me. Oh,
Checking
shit,
a
it's going to
text
hit me.
message. Boom.
And then he just gets smoked.
Sponsored by
So,
Greyhound.
The
Flat like a
cops,
pancake.
they were like scrambling around. One cop told Scotty, go to the left. Scotty goes to the left. Another cop was like, you're not supposed to fucking come
But
to the
Scotty
left.
doesn't know.
Oh, Scotty doesn't know. Jesus, that's a great movie. Fuck me running.
Oh, we're not trying to be insensitive here, but my God, this really happened.
This is real life. If you don't think we're living in a simulation,
Is this going to
Fuck.
start like a cascade of events where tour players get arrested on the way into tour events just to be fair? Man, you know, we got Scotty last week.
I can't believe you're making
Hey,
me laugh about
Hey,
this.
motherfucker,
This
you,
is so
you know, it's like a
sensitive.
school zone. It was
This is so
25. You doing
fucked up.
32. Pull over. What's your tea
Oh.
time? Yeah, Jordan
Yeah.
Spieth gave me $800. Make sure you don't make
Oh
it.
no, here we go. Kim Jong-il, he is sexist. He goes, do you think that Nelly Corder will go to jail too? Oh shit. Kim
Well
Jong-il,
done.
that was funny. That was funny. That's the other thing too. Like this one account that I'm not going to name. If you're on Twitter, you can look it up. But he goes,
Pizza Patron
He
or
goes,
Little Caesars?
"You guys,
fucking
you
retard.
guys are the Pat McAfee and Alex Jones off Wish." And I was
Off
like,
Wish.
that's
Maybe
that's
Timu.
actually fucking funny.
Maybe Timu.
Yeah, I'd
not
go
Wish.
Timu.
Kyle just asked, what did he say? Pizza Patron or Little Caesars? I don't know.
Oh man,
Man, you can't beat that 555
I don't
meal
know.
deal. We got
we got nachos though that have been waiting for us for 2 hours.
We got a phone that fell off this chair that I've just been rocking on top of, I'm pretty sure, and I don't know if it works anymore.
We might have to set up a GoFundMe page for Butsy's
yeah.
phone.
Hey, can we get a new iPhone pimp? Very good.
Oh, this has been fun.
Mhm.
You know, it's one of those nights where I just don't want it to end. You know, we're in the rough.
You fucking said this last time, bro.
I did, and I wanted
Now,
to keep going last time.
Let me just
but
share this with you.
We ended it.
So you did the chug in the last event, right?
Yep.
The last. Now I was sober and getting annihilated by mosquitoes. West Nile virus was
Yeah, you
in
definitely
my
got
body,
West Nile.
and I was done.
Yeah.
And then Kyle's watching, and you're like, "Oh, I just don't want this to end." And
You
can
were
see-
ready for it.
You can see my body language. He sent me a slow-mo video.
Kyle's dying.
He
Here
fucking
he is.
he fucking screenshots the video of when you say that, and you can see my face, and I'm like this. Oh no, man!
Tonight we're not getting eaten by anything though.
No,
I'm
we're
shocked
great,
that there's
dude.
no on the res. I tell you
No.
what, it's like Augusta National out here. There's no birds. There's no animals. There's nothing.
Bro, I'm Litany Houston right now. I swear to God. And I won't even die. Give me some floaties in the tub. Give me some propofol. Hashtag Michael Jackson. Let's go. Come on, baby.
You're not sending a bad signal, are you?
No, I'm sitting in the bathtub and I'll live.
That almost came out. That almost came out of my nose. I have very good
Come
control.
on, Peel.
But damn, that was close.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh,
We've never made
this
it.
is the night that I never want to end. You
Yeah.
said that last time, and I was like,
Is it a
Maddie,
full
you
moon
need to
tonight?
shut
It's
the
pretty
fuck
close.
look at it. See?
Dude,
You know
that's
what
how
you need
you know that I just love this shit.
Well, we're having fun, bro.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
Except last week you got dominated by mosquitoes.
Oh, bro.
I didn't
woke
know.
up. Oh, my God.
Felt-
I
I
had
feel
this
terrible
swollen
now.
bite. I was in bed the night before.
I didn't
like-
get bit by a single one. That's what's crazy.
That's why
I
wore
saw
jeans.
them all. Like so for all of you, if you go to Butsy's Instagram page, you're gonna see a picture tonight. I have this monitor / TV that is in a briefcase. So it all piles into a briefcase. When I put that thing away, the next morning when I opened it up, probably 10,000 mosquitoes.
Can I do a little aside from? I had an experience today, and I want to talk to you about
We're in
it.
the rough. You can absolutely.
Yeah, I want to talk to you about
Yeah.
it. So, my adult brain, and maybe I'm just so old. I didn't act on this. Okay.
Okay.
So I'm at the gym today,
Okay.
and I'm doing the last workout. I'm doing these flies, and then I get done. I get done with the set, and I stand up and I turn around, and there's the thing that you grab onto to like spin your lower body to like do abs.
So it's got the handlebars.
yeah.
and you're just
You know what I'm
hanging
talking about?
and
Your
you're
knees are on it.
rotating the lower body.
Exactly.
Yeah, to do a little bit
Well,
of core work.
There's a midget on it. And I mean, like, this midget is jacked.
I don't know what the politically correct term is for them nowadays.
I think it's just midget.
Is it little people?
Little people, midget, small person.
Sure.
Anyways.
Yeah.
So the first thing that went through my head was pull out your phone and film this guy because this is fucking hilarious.
Oh, no. You did, didn't you?
No, I didn't.
Oh.
And then the second
Had some
thought was,
self-restraint.
no, you're better than that. Do not film this man like he's just trying to get a workout in. He's a little person in a big
Little guy.
world, and like
They make
we-
houses for them too.
So
Saw it on
fast
E!
forward like 40 minutes.
Or
So now
Bravo,
we're
I
like
don't know.
in a completely other part of the gym, and it's like this guy was following me. So now he's doing curls. But his lower body's just so little. And, like, he's just standing there. But he's curling like 45s. And I'm like, holy shit, this is the strongest midget that I've ever seen in my entire life. And I want to film him again. And I'm like, no, don't do it. Don't do it. Don't do it. That's disrespectful to him. So my point of bringing that up is, if given the opportunity, and he's right there.
Yeah. Throw
And
them at a dartboard.
My brother's short, so I wanted to just take a video and be like,
no.
hey,
poor
I thought-
Jeremy.
I thought you already got out of here today.
Oh,
You
no.
know, I thought,
I know your brother. We played golf with him.
yeah, I thought you,
up
hey,
at Troon.
dude, when did you start doing like quad sets?
Oh,
you know?
no.
And it's this guy, and I didn't film him, but like,
Maybe he's a fan of yours.
well, should I have, or is that like you're a piece of shit and like you should know better?
So I'm going to tell you right now. This is where you ask him. You go up to him and you go, hey, man.
What do you say to him?
So this is what you
You're
say.
obviously little.
You're like, hey, man, I'm watching you, and I'm really impressed by the work that you're doing right now. Would you give a shit? I'm a golf influencer. I do funny shit all the time.
You don't think he would just slap you and be like, "You're fucking making fun of me because
He
I'm
might,
little"?
but guess what? At least you
Guess
asked
what?
him.
Show him the respect.
Show him respect.
And I didn't film anything. Like I was just like, and I
It's
kept,
like Dave Chappelle, and I had this conversation.
bro. My phone came up like this like 5 times, and I was like, I can't.
So Dave Chappelle, before he started doing all the LBGTQ, all that stuff in his comedy skits, he actually went. He knew a transgendered person, and he actually went because that person committed suicide. Went to the mother of that person and asked them if it would be okay if he did these jokes. And she's like, "They're hilarious. I think they honor her.
Hell yeah,
So,
bust on my
yeah.
tranny friend.
Go ahead and do it.
That's what
I
she
give you
said.
full approval."
Gotcha.
So like, just show the respect is what I think it comes down to.
That's
the
where
end
I
of the
was
day.
at. I was like, I'm not gonna do it. This guy doesn't know that I'm filming him. If I were to post this on my Instagram and like, or even send it to my friends privately and be like, hey, this is you.
Listen, you got to be self-aware nowadays, and it's like, all right, you know that you're a little person. Like
This is
you were in.
Matt. I'm telling you, this is the sturdiest midget you've ever seen in your entire life.
It's
This
like,
guy looked like
you
Jay
went-
Cutler from 2003, bodybuilder, but with midget legs.
You were in The Wolf of Wall Street in the opening scene, being thrown against a dartboard. I think it'd be hilarious.
I'd like to think that I did the right thing by refraining, and it was like you're growing as a person.
All right, here's the last question
Anyways.
that we got. Anti-Liv. This is the last one we're doing. We got to call it. I see security coming out. He's looking at us weird. So last question. When and where is the exclusive Liv Team Championship? So he's baiting us because there is not a location yet for the Liv Team Championship, okay? Anti-Liv. I see what you're doing here. I see what you're
And
doing.
I don't like it.
Butsy doesn't like it.
I know what you're doing.
I don't know.
Very opportunistic time to make that comment, I think.
It sounds like they're having issues finding golf courses. I think that's fair to say.
Yeah. So,
And that happens when
So,
there's
Matt,
a lot of politics
so
involved.
what we're saying is, if we're really going to do this Liv versus PGA Tour off course follower battle,
Yeah.
that's kind of what it is, right?
Yeah.
Who do you love? Let's fight. That's the deal.
That's the deal.
Okay. Well, stay tuned for that. We'll have some details for you very
We
shortly.
sure will. Well, that is going to wrap it up tonight,
Yes, sir.
folks. So once again, we want to thank our sponsor, Swannies Golf. There is a giveaway going on worth over $250 worth of Swannies gear on Instagram. Go to the Pull Hook Golf page. It is pinned there. You need to follow Pull Hook Golf. You need to follow Swannies Golf. And then you need to tag your foursome that you would play golf with on an ongoing basis to that post that will make you eligible for potentially winning this contest.
Shebang.
And if you don't want to wait, utilize Pull Hook Golf 25 at checkout for 25% off your entire order at Swannies.co. They just dropped their brand new collection called Split Rock, I believe. I'm not looking at the notes. Let's scroll back here for a second. And it is called... Shit, I don't have it. I thought I did. I think it's Split Rock.
Split cock. Sorry.
That wraps it up, folks. And we will see you next week. Same bat time, same bat channel. And make sure to be part of the show.
Thanks for being here.
Peace,
We've had
everybody.
A great time tonight.
We have.
Good shit, bud.
You too. Peace.
Let's go.